Hello. Oh, hello.
This is just a test.
This is Trash Talk Tuesday, so get your fingers hot and if you're mad about anything, and I mean anything at all, except for don't talk shit about my Facebook post because I will hurt your feelings right here on live.
Drinking in the AM's a sin. Old Cracker's just hanging with his old friend.
You have to understand the level of zero giving.
Beer for breakfast. What I said. Beer for breakfast. Make it two. Pop that top. Pop that top. Pop that top again. Pop that top. Pop that top. Pop that top again.
Yeah.
Okay, on. Pop that top. Okay, on. Sun pounding on your head.
Well, I like it because sometimes I'm bored.
Beer.
Enough.
Take care of that. Beer for breakfast. That's what I said.
And by the way,
Beer for breakfast. Make it two.
Oh, it was all
That top. That's what I
by the
said.
way, we do a morning
Beer for breakfast. Make it two.
He laughed. That isn't really
Top. Pop that top again. Pop that top. Pop that top. Pop that top again.
That's basically just word salad. It works for that.
Okay, on. That top. Okay, on. Beer for breakfast. That's what I said. Beer for breakfast. Make it two. Beer's bitchin' about enough. Incentive when that morning comes.
You have no idea.
Beer for breakfast.
Don't make.
Amen.
You can wear this shit out at 2 degrees.
Please welcome Marine violinist of the White House, Master Gunnery Sergeant Peter Wilson.
Beer for Breakfast Morning Show is brought to you by Ground Up Remodeling. Tim will take care of your needs from the ground up. Truly one of the best in Lake Placid, and we wouldn't let anyone else work on our handyman or home improvement needs. Call Tim today.
The sun sun ain't up, but the boys alive. Tim's got a power saw making sawdust fly. Ron's in the swamp shooting drones down. Says if they find my steel, I'm going underground. Grab a cold one, pull up a seat. We talk wood, tools, and red meat. Fishing lines tight, shotguns packed. The world's gone soft, we have each other's back. Beer for breakfast, start your day right. Two good old boys bring the truth to the light. From sawdust flying to moonshine stills, we fix it, we live it, we're here to pay the bills. Tim's building decks, running that crew. Ain't a thing broke, he can't make new. Ron's off grid, living life free. Says the feds watching, but they ain't catching me. Beer for breakfast, start your day right. Two good old boys bring the truth to the light. From sawdust flying to moonshine stills, we fix it, we live it, we're here to pay the bills. So crack one open with the beer for breakfast crew. With Tim and Ron, we're here to entertain you. Talking nonsense, telling inappropriate jokes with a wink. And Ron the Facebook troll that doesn't care what you think.
Listening to our show will get you laid.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Beer for Breakfast Morning Show with the Lake Placid legend, Toolman Tim, and me, the obscure Ron, and I like to keep it that way. We're coming to you live and local from the Obscure Destinations Studios in Lake Placid, Florida.
Come and get it!
No, not that Lake Placid. Stick around, have fun, laugh while you can, and remember to like and subscribe and tell your friends about us. Hey, good morning, everybody. No, I did not get the Apple computer because I could not bring myself to dive down into commie land and become a commie. So I just got a regular old Dell. However, the one that I bought Tony is a gaming computer.
The Dells are pretty durable.
Dells are good. You know, the got to get a Dell dude was a pothead. You got to respect him for that.
Yeah, there you go.
But Michael Dell is a very good guy. Does a lot of charity work in Austin. And you know, if you drive, if you leave where our condo in Austin, if you leave like you're going to the Walmart in Round Rock, as soon as you leave our condo and it's just a big old cow field. It's like driving through. It's literally like driving through Lake Placid. It's instead of orange groves, it's just cow fields, you know. But as soon as you get past that first, probably
like Arcadia.
Yeah, more like Arcadia. So it's almost like once you get past that first mile and a half, then all of a sudden you go over a bridge and it's this beautiful, almost little kingdom, and that's called Dell Valley. And if you work for Dell, you pretty much live there. And it's Dell Valley. It's where Dell's home is, and it's fucking Dell Valley. But it's actually I think it's in Pflugerville on the way.
He's the mayor. He runs the fire truck. He's the librarian.
I don't know, but
he owns the stores.
But I don't know, but it's very. How does Shrek? I know you love Shrek so much, but on the movie Shrek, where that where Shrek goes into that Farquaad land or whatever, he goes, everything's very clean. that's the way Dell Valley looks. But yeah, that's Mike Dell is, but he does a whole lot of good charity work. Good guy. Fired the guy because the young guy that did all the commercials, you got to get a Dell commercials, got busted in Austin with some weed, so they fired him. I thought that was bullshit because it's Austin. Yeah. Austin's nickname is Keep Austin Weird. You know. You know, my dumbass Marine said, I said, honey, why do they say keep lost and wired? She said,
That's
it's
what I was
weird, honey.
thinking in my head.
She said, it's weird, honey. It's weird. It's okay. Go back to school. Go back to school, honey. Anyway, good morning, everybody. We're Ron and Tim. I'm Ron. I'm the friendliest guy you'll ever meet. And
I'm Tim,
and
the happiest guy you'll ever meet.
I am very happy. Sometimes I just like to be the center of attention, and if that hurts people's feelings, oops.
Sucks to be you.
It worked because you know what they say. There's no such thing as bad press,
Right?
and
It's like if you hated one of those commercials at the Super Bowl. They were sitting there on the news talking to the girl. Said, "Oh, that I just found that so disturbing. Says that was a terrible commercial. I don't think it worked at all." And he kneels up to the counter, puts his chin on his fist, and he says, "Well, obviously it was the most successful commercial because here we are on Monday talking about it." She shut right the hell up. It's like, well, you got a point there.
yeah, because that's the way it works. So anyway, I don't care if I hurt your feelings. That's why God gives you so many. I can't tell if this is playing or not. Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, little pictures pulsing.
No, I know that. I mean up here though. I mean
Oh,
because I have the sound off.
I see.
Anyway, so good morning to you again, and let's see. We weren't here yesterday because I got a pressure washer for Christmas, and I wanted to play with my pressure washer.
We had to tear our studio down to clean it.
Some of it, and I got a bloody ear from somewhere again. I keep scratching it.
Like, ever since you've said you had a problem with your ear bugging you, I've had this little tickle in my right ear and I can't get rid of it. I'm like, yeah, son of a bitch, got some kind of bug I got in the ear.
That's why I hate it when people talk to me about their toothaches. I'm like, oh, come on.
Or a dog with fleas in a room,
Yeah.
suddenly you're itching.
Yeah, I don't want to know about it, man. But finally, my ears are finally clearing up a little bit. I can almost hear what you say.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Let's see here. Anything new? Well, I got a good deal. Oh, I got a good deal on I got a good deal on a pressure washer. If you would like to buy a pressure washer that's fully electric, 405 or 4,500 psi, right at about 3 gallons per minute, I will sell you one for $250. And all I need is your address and a credit card number.
Then some cash.
Yeah, that's what the credit card number is for.
There you go.
I would gladly sell it to you. It's slightly used. I've used it twice for a long time.
And then he'll put it in the shed and never see it again.
Oh no, man, I'm having so much fun with that. I'm doing the boat slip deck thing. I'm doing that today.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I got to pull that rug down because it should be dry enough and throw it in here.
You have 2 rugs.
Take the other rug out because it's soured because I spilled water on it inside of there.
Yeah. I
didn't realize I was filling Jethro's water on Thursday. I didn't realize that it was my sprinkler hose. So now, before I could get the water turned off, before I could get in there, that whole thing is wet now. So I had to pour bleach on it, actually vinegar.
Sprinkled everything.
Yeah, everywhere. I really did a good job when I made that hose. It was me and a self-tapping screw going zip, 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 zip. That's how I made it.
Yeah, you don't need to buy these things. You can make something dumb on your own
I
for
know.
nothing.
And it worked fine.
If you're to buy one of those hoses, it's probably $50. You took a $20 hose and made a $50 hose out of it.
And it was scrap hose that Dean left here.
There you go.
So
Yeah, you didn't leave much good behind. Matter of fact, he even took half of my shit.
yeah, that wasn't Dean though. That was his horrible wife.
Yeah, he had passed away by the time
Yeah.
that all came.
Yeah, Dean is a good dude. Was a good dude. He was an honorable. I knew him to be an honorable, very friendly, happy. If you looked at Dean, you would think football coach, high school football coach or something.
Yeah.
He was a big fucking guy.
Yeah, he was pretty big size dude.
Healthy. You know, he wasn't like
Healthy and died so quick.
yeah. Well, that COVID shot.
I think he got cancer.
I had to rewind what I said there,
Yeah.
but yeah, you know that thing that I just said that I shouldn't have said is known to give it to you.
Heard rumor.
Yeah, lots of them. So
I was a lot healthier pre-shot.
yeah, man, I'm telling you, I would probably have already been gone because my health is bad anyway. So I'm glad I didn't get it. But they're saying now the new thing is if you don't get the new one, it could lower your IQ if you don't get it.
Oh, fuck you. It lowers your IQ if you go get it. Just shows how much of a sheep you are.
I'm 50-something, 6. And if my IQ got any higher, I'd be scared. You know, your IQ really doesn't fluctuate.
No, just the fact you don't use it as you get older changes.
But your IQ itself doesn't fluctuate. I mean, I don't know what pay. I mean, even if IQ has nothing to do with how smart you are. IQ is something totally different.
Yeah, it's just some random test. They ask you specific questions, and if you answer most of them right, you have a high IQ.
It's a lot of it's reasoning skill, and you know that's
common sense.
A lot of what the ASVAB is like basically a IQ or a Mensa test. The big, if you want to find the biggest prick in your neighborhood, go find the guy that's got the "I'm a Mensa member" on the back of his car, and then go ask him random questions because he's like, "Hey, dude, you're the one that's telling everyone you're Mensa. I just want to know how fucking powerful your mind is."
Right.
You know.
People are strange.
People are strange.
Oh, here's a little tidbit for you. I have a Mustang, as we know.
Yes, we do.
And it costs a lot of money. And in 1964 and a half, when the first Mustang came out, it sold for a whopping $2,300. I can't even buy 4 tires for my car for $2,300. Those Pirellis aren't cheap.
Yeah, especially these days when you have to pay extra for balancing and.
Oh yeah. They get you They even collect money for getting rid of your old tires, but they get paid for selling them to a recycle guy.
Yeah,
he gives them like $1 a tire or something, let's say.
Yeah,
and they charge you $5 to keep them. It's like, well, storage has gone up.
Yeah, you know, a lot of places. I don't know about here, but in Austin, because Austin's very recycled, very green area. But they take those tires and put them through basically a wood chipper.
Yeah, they grind them up and make all kinds of.
Well, they make
floor doormats, all kinds of.
They use them for mulch all over the city. Yeah, they use them for black mulch because it's too heavy to float away.
I've seen a lot of places use that. It's ground up tires.
Yeah,
and it doesn't discolor.
Nope.
It doesn't attract ants.
No, it doesn't do anything. It just lays there.
Yeah.
And they're really fun to pick up and throw at people.
Right. Handful of them will get your attention.
No, yes, it will.
It's like getting hit with a BB gun or rapid fire.
You know, if you got a good arm on you, it'll get you. It'll get you real quick. Let's see. So, what's everybody up to today? Talk to us. We're in chat.
Oh, I found a new hobby I'm going to take up.
Oh, God.
I'm going to bring back BS. I figured, you know, not many people are very good at bullshit. So I figure I've got 2 hours every day, 5 days a week to practice.
and I have been told that I am the master. So,
well, see, I'm learning from the best.
So together we would be. That could be our new.
I think that hobby may just stick along with me for a while. You know,
well, I think
people get a hobby and they run it for 6 months or a year, and then they get bored.
Yeah, because those are the expensive hobbies.
Bullshit's free to use.
You can get
no purchase necessary.
You can get. Oh, by the way, I don't have the commercial lined up for it, but I'll get it.
Oh, you know what a wedding reception is?
Yeah.
A precursor to a divorce party.
You know,
that's what everybody drinks at wedding receptions.
All jokes aside, man. I never seen so many grouped up divorced people till I saw my best friend get married. And it was so funny because, you know, you don't think of it when you and your wife split up. She gets some friends and you get some of the friends. And so it's so funny. So the church, when you remarry, if everything is so fucked up.
All your divorce friends come and say,
Well, yeah, but no, yeah, but you've got all the two people because you're still friends with everybody, but they hate each other, so everybody's just all on different sides. It's funny, man. I don't.
It's like having a room half full of Republicans and half full of Democrats. The aisle in the middle. They say, we have to go down the aisle.
There's no way I could afford a divorce.
I didn't think I would be able to live through that. That was $750,000. Like, damn. It would have been cheaper to stay married, but wouldn't have been worth it in the long run. Oh, yesterday's what happened today crap that I always bring up.
Yeah.
The Indy 500 was run the first time, and the top speed at the opening Indianapolis 500 was 150. Now that's warm-up laps. 1959 it opened.
Well, you ever heard of Kimberly?
No.
It says retired professional wrestler Kimberly will soon go on trial for charges of DUI in Highlands County in the Lake Placid area, if you're not from here. The trial is set for February 10th. Well, that's already, isn't it? No, that's today.
That's today.
But a hearing will commence.
No, today's the 11th. That was yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, that was yesterday.
It was Hangover Monday.
Okay, according to reports, Lee was arrested after an officer saw her as a woman in a car facing the wrong direction and stopped on the roadway. That could have been.
I bet it was that car that went in front of me on the wrong side of 27. Didn't say what kind of car it was, did it?
No, but it says, when the officer conducted the traffic stop, the car began moving, nearly colliding with the guardrail, and then stopping in a parking lot of a shopping center.
That's where it went.
Lee allegedly showed obvious signs of impairment. Lee then struck the officer with do not. Whatever you do not hit the popo because that's a shot. That's a special charge all on its own.
Oh, yeah.
They say no one's better than anybody and we're all created equal until you touch a popo. Do not pay it for me. I have friends. The Grand Marshal for the upcoming Sebring Speed Tour at Sebring International Raceway in Sebring, Florida, is Lynn St. James.
Oh, my.
Will be giving the command to start engines before the Trans Am Series presented by Pirelli. Just speaking of Pirelli.
There we have it.
Cube 3 Architecture TA2 Series race starting on February 21st. St. James will also join the 2024 champions of the Sports Car Vintage Racing Association as keynote speaker at the annual award celebration. Lynn has been pegged as the icon for women. What the fuck is this? Women in sports and motorsports for becoming the first woman. All right. First of all, yay women. Yay women. I'm a little bit tired of this. First woman to do this. First woman to do that. First black person to do this. First Hispanic to do that. Can you just be the fucking guy that won or the girl that won?
Right.
Is there always got to be I'm the first? Doesn't that diminish all the other women that come behind you? Yeah. You greedy little bitches.
Everybody wants to be number one. You know, the problem with being number one, there's only one place to go from there. Down.
Right. Yeah.
See, we don't want to be the number one morning show because once you hit the top, you have to maintain it, and there's always somebody shooting at you trying to get you down.
And I don't want to maintain. I just want to maintain.
I just want to have a beer and say screw the world.
The weed guys got 420, and we got 710. You know that Pam Bondi is the America's top prosecutor now, right?
Yes, I do. I think that was a good choice.
She's very anti-gun.
Yeah, but she's neutral on. She defends the law whether she likes it or not. She doesn't pick and choose what she wants.
Except the Second Amendment. But yeah,
maybe she's been shot at.
No, I don't know. She freaked out over that Parkland shooting, the Parkland down there when the FBI hired Nick Cruz to shoot up that school.
Yeah.
The FBI knew he was a gun. The sheriff department had been to his house several times over him threatening people with guns. The FBI had investigated him over threatening people with guns.
No red flag there.
No red flags or nothing. Then all of a sudden he goes and shoots up the school. Now Pam Bondi wants everybody to have a red flag law. So that means if, let's say that you were actually an alcoholic, and I said, "Oh, hey, I think Tim drinks too much, and he's got a 22 pistol over there," then they can say, "Oh, well, I'm just going to go and
Confiscate that bitch.
until he proves with his own money and his own lawyers that he's capable of having it."
Bullshit.
That's a red flag law. Fuck red flag laws.
There goes that Second Amendment right down the toilet.
Of course. John Fetterman was the only Democrat to vote for her. He says Bondi is an ideal pick. She is qualified.
And she's not bad looking.
No, she's not bad looking. But you also got to remember that John Fetterman is the same guy that held a black guy at bay with a 12 gauge waiting for the police to come when he was the mayor of his little town because there was a black guy walking in a neighborhood that he shouldn't have been in. But then that black guy comes out and says, no, support Fetterman. I was all wrong. I'm like, what?
He got a nice payoff.
Somebody take his black card away. You can't be black and do that.
He got paid off.
What do you got going next?
Oh, the Highlands County Fair starts this week. That's down in Sebring at the fairgrounds.
How many thousands of dollars a day does it cost to get into that?
Believe it or not, free parking. But just to go in there and spend your money, there's a $5 at the door per person. Like bullshit. A cover charge for the fair.
Yep, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I'm not.
And it's nothing more than a bunch of carnies and deep fried shit on a stick.
I've got
to pay twice as much as it's worth.
I thought about starting a business about 20 years ago. Tony laughed at me, but I was going to call it Ron's Skin on the Stick.
Sounds like a porno joke.
Well, I think, man, I love fried pig skin. I'll take a ham and just smoke it out here, and then just sit up there and eat the skin with syrup.
Oh, that's like a turkey. I like the skin.
Skin on the stick.
Nice
a big
brown.
chicken. You get a good chicken. Get some fried chicken.
There you go.
And I have a thing. I have a somewhere. I might have left it at Marvin's house, but I have a. You can take you skin the chicken thigh.
Yeah.
And then you put it in this contraption, and you put it in the hot oil, and it turns the chicken skin into a taco shell.
Be damned.
It is fucking delicious.
Well, us rednecks. If it ain't fried, it ain't right.
But I thought skin on a stick. That sounds great.
Hey, if they can sell fucking deep fried marshmallows, and the one that really throws me is deep fried ice cream.
I love it.
Cream.
I love it.
It's frozen. You stick it in hot oil. How in the hell is it still ice cream?
You ever had it?
No. I've always wanted to try it just because
it's dough.
It can't be cold inside.
It is. The dough fries so fast.
Oh, it's like flash fry.
Yeah,
and
so it's like boom, boom, and they pop. Oh, it's really good. It's some Italian thing. It's very good.
Sprinkle a little powdered sugar on it. Makes
that's
everything
exactly
look
what
good.
they do. But they wrap it up in this little dough. Put a little bit of.
Take a scoop of ice cream on a ball.
Yep.
Dump it in dough.
Yep.
Splash it in oil.
Yep, because
powder
it's just like that Chinese dough. It just fries up quick.
Yeah, depending on what the breading's made of, it would be quick.
And it just is so good because you get it, and the outside is hot, and the inside is cold, and it's just really cool. Yeah. Anyway,
sounds cool. I'll try it.
Oh yeah.
Well, if I spend my $5 to get in the fair, I can try one for probably $15.
Right, well, that's what I thought. I thought all four of us could go to the Sebring races or to the Sebring car show. That I found out it was $50 a piece, and I'm like, God Almighty!
Yeah.
Plus parking.
Plus parking was $30. It's like Jesus.
Nuts.
Better have security parking for that kind of money, or valet for $40.
And somebody better walk my ass in there, get me a beer, and bring it to me.
Right. Well, I'll
grab the wheelchair. Yeah, really. What do you got next? You got anything? I got stuff.
Yeah, the Super Bowl is a letdown.
Yeah.
We were talking about that yesterday at the office, and we were talking how the commercials that are supposed to be so funny in the Super Bowl were kind of a letdown.
Mm-hmm.
And I says, yeah, what did you think was the best commercial? And the guy says, oh, it was the one where the Budweiser Clydesdale baby rolls the keg over on the ground to the guy. And I says, yeah, you know why that was the best commercial? Because it was the least dumb. that's pretty sad when you rate the commercial best by the fact that it's the only one that wasn't really so stupid.
Well, I'll tell you, the Harrison Ford Jeep commercial was pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
that was a good commercial. I loved it at the very end. Goes, even though my name is.
The funny thing is, nothing really stuck out in my head other than that stupid seal commercial.
Yeah, and that seems to be the one that got everybody freaked out.
It just looked creepy as hell because his face looked so like it should be there.
Well, yeah, because he's got that tattoo, that tribal tattoo on his face, so he already looks kind of freaky.
Yeah, it was one of those you look at and you go, what the fuck were they thinking there?
He's got a pretty hot white wife though, or at least he used to.
Yeah, probably more of the Eustace situation.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they ever got a divorce or not. They had kids.
Here's a good little tidbit. A cheap ticket to the Super Bowl, which was like top row behind a pole, $2,000.
Yeah.
$8,000 for a 30-second commercial, and 2 seats on the 50-yard line, where the best seats in the house, $500,000 a pair.
That, you know what?
You are crazy to pay.
That right there tells you we have way too many rich people in this country.
That I couldn't even. I'd have to sit with the president and have a beer with him, and I still wouldn't pay $500,000 for
$500,000. Melania better reach over and give me a handy.
There you go.
I'm just going to throw it out there for $500,000.
There you go. Now you just made it worthwhile.
Yeah. The National Rifle Association is taking legal action against the court ruling. Oh, hold on. I should probably be in the air. The National Rifle Association is taking the court action. I'm not done yet. The NRA filed an appeal earlier this week challenging the constitutionality of state measure that prohibits under the age of 21 from buying rifles or shotguns. If you're old enough to go into the military, you should be old enough to buy cigarettes, beer, car. If you can legally buy a car, if you can legally sign a contract, you can legally decide if you want to drink beer, smoke cigarettes, or buy a gun or not.
I think they're all in the same category. I agree.
The challenge was in response to a federal court case ruling that said a similar law in Louisiana violated the Second Amendment. Florida attorney filed a dispute. Of course she did. In NRA's appeal yesterday. The state gun law was approved by lawmakers in the wake of the deadly mass shooting Parkland. Yeah. And you know that Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School would have never been shot up if the FBI would have done their job. And if the local sheriff had done their job, because they were called to his house time and time again. Both the FBI had interviewed him because he was threatening his family with guns, and they didn't take him away. They didn't take his guns. They'll take your shit, though.
They didn't even take him away, for Christ's sake.
No. They just said, like, don't do that anymore, you little redheads. See, fucking redheads.
Yeah, they're off the beam.
And he was Cuban. You know?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Keep those people safe because you don't want to get falsely accused of being a racist.
Even though he was a redheaded white Cuban, but that happened a lot.
Yeah. Always one in the woodpile.
The Lucille Ball types went down there and just had them some Cuban fun. I'm telling you. And them Cuban men did not mind. They were like, "Ooh,
yippee motherfucker!" Oh, the what happened today crap in TV land. Julia Childs, remember her, the cook that like whining her shit?
Yes, I remember her.
She had a weird voice. 1961 was her first show on television.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday Night Live debuted 50 years ago today. Tom and Jerry, the cartoon, came out in 1940.
Who were not really named Tom and Jerry.
No, they had other names at the beginning. In the beginning. And
we don't remember what those were, though.
Yesterday's birthdays, because we weren't on the air, I saved them. Mark Spitz, the swimmer, turned 75. He was an Olympic swimmer, very famous.
And when me and Tim read through these yesterday, I didn't know who Mark Spitz was then, and I still don't know.
And Robert Wagner.
The guy that killed Natalie Wood.
Famous actor. He's 95 years of age. Jennifer Aniston, 57 today.
They say she's having an affair with Barack Obama. They are. It's all over the internet.
Oh my God! You know, if it's on the internet, it has to be true.
Nothing we say isn't true.
Oh, of course not.
You can take what we say to the bank, and you will get a bad check fee. You can tell them that we said it.
That's right.
Governor Ron
not
DeSantis.
responsible for our comments.
Yeah, we are not responsible for any of the content that comes out of
This show.
I own what I say, though. If you don't believe it, you can go find me on Facebook. I have very flowery things to say. Governor Ron DeSantis seems open to eliminating FEMA. Well, that's fine with Lake Placid because FEMA shit all over us.
Yeah, they didn't show up here anyway.
DeSantis was in Tampa yesterday. That's in Florida. To visit the Florida State Fair. That's in Florida. To announce the governor's luncheon. President Trump has proposed getting rid of FEMA, and DeSantis thinks it would make hurricane recovery quicker. Well, of course it would, because you get the more bureaucracy you get out of it.
Right.
It's just like he had that bridge rebuilt over there at Sanibel or wherever that was.
Oh yeah.
In like 3 days. I mean, there was public trucks going.
Right.
They didn't even have electricity yet, and he's got people bringing generators and public trucks are bringing food in for them people.
Yeah, but yeah,
that didn't happen in North Carolina because they have a Democratic.
Widen one lane on 27 takes 2.5 years.
I know,
they put up a whole fucking bridge in 3 days.
It's insane. I mean, they just ran during the hurricane. I mean, they're like, okay, the wind stopped, let's go. You know,
right? Okay, we can work in the rain. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it was just amazing to me that they do that. But yeah, it also says,
well, Sanibel Island's very high dollar island, so
yeah,
you know that there was some clout that got
actually,
that done quick.
But actually, I don't really think it was Sanibel. But yeah, but it was one of those islands, was it?
I'm sure you're right.
But I know that he did it. He went over there with his boots on, and he looked awful. I'm not going to lie, he looks kind of like a sissy. But,
He does.
He's a little too he's a little too effeminate for me. But I like him. He's all right. I mean, I don't want to.
He's got his moments.
He's a damn good governor. I'm not going to take that away from him. He's probably the best we've had ever that I can remember.
Better than Skeletor.
Oh God, I hated Rick Scott. I hated Rick Scott and everything he did, stood for, or thought about. I did like Lawton Childs, and he's a Democrat. Well, Walking Lawton, they call him. He walked from Miami all the way to Tallahassee.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was his campaign. He walked all the way from Miami.
Well, that's one way to be seen, right?
Yep, and
every they town knows who we are.
In the museum, they have one of his pairs of shoes up there that he just wore the soles out. He was wearing the soles out of them shoes. He was on the highway walking. He was walking. He wasn't.
Doesn't he know it's against law to walk on the highway?
No, apparently not. If you're running for governor, you can walk anywhere you want to.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
And again, the government's involved, so you make your own rules.
That's how that always works. The 88th annual Highlands County Fair kicks off, as Tim said. That kicked off last night at 5 p.m.
Yeah, get your $5 bills ready.
And it's going to be running. Yeah, it's going to be running till the 15th.
That's a decent fair.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I'm sure it's worth $5. But anyway, you can go to hcfair.net if you're interested.
I mean, for the $5, they should at least give you like one beer voucher
or something. A little, elephant ear.
Even if it's a sticker that says "I went to the fair," like you get the "I voted" sticker.
Yeah.
Something, for $5, you give me a little something, handy something.
Well, I mean, $5 handy, you can get that from the crackheads. I don't think they're going to do that. They're going to want it. They're going to want more money for a handy because that's usually the proper cowgirl women.
Well, yeah.
Who are with strong forearms that would rip your handy off. So that would
show you something you ain't never seen. The other end.
Yeah, here we go, going down on the wrong end of the
downhill again.
Downhill again, and it's always my fault. That's what everybody says.
It's like putting in a septic.
Yeah.
That's what our background pictures, by the way, our front lawn being destroyed and half of my driveway missing.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't believe that they didn't put any of that sod back.
I know. They just tore it up and hauled it away.
Yeah. And but I've got plans for it. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna put a beach ball and an umbrella out there. Get one of them little kiddie pools for $9.95 at the feed store, and sit out there in my lawn chair and pretend I'm at the beach.
A workaholic brought it up yesterday.
What do you decide?
He doesn't like it.
Your idea?
No, the whole way it looks.
Oh, well, hey, he's more than welcome.
That's
Come over and work on it.
I said, I don't own this shit, dude.
That's right.
But he was talking about his yard being crap grass. I said, no. I said, that's all brand new grass.
Yeah, just for.
I said, all that St. Augustine sod is still there. You keep watering it; it'll come back. They St. Augustine will take over all that.
Yeah. See, now that our crappy grass is gone, the lawnmower won't blow it into his lawn,
right?
To kill off his expensive grass.
and that is expensive grass.
And it's funny, these lawn care guys that run all over town.
Yeah.
They'll mow our shitty lawn, which is nothing but weeds.
Right.
Then they'll drive next door to his very expensive lawn with the same garbage tucked under their lawnmower
Not even rinse it off.
and dump it all on his lawn. You know, it's like, well, you know, that's what you get. I guess you got to buy high dollar lawn care man so that you get your own kind of grass clippings dropped in your grass.
Right. I've got to mow my side.
Still?
Yeah, I was supposed to do it yesterday. I promised him that I would.
You were supposed to do that 6 months ago.
Yeah, but I figured maybe he would do it.
Right. Well, it's like the guy
It's
next
only
door to
4
me.
feet.
If he takes 2 passes with his lawnmower, right beside our driveway is his front lawn. It's the whole, almost right up to the front of his house.
Yeah.
And he stops 2 rows over, but yet he doesn't even cut the side of the between the houses that is his lawn.
Walk over there and say, "Hey, look," with a 20. No.
Yeah, all of it
Run that shit
from
over.
now on.
Yeah.
I figured I'd ask him one time. I said, "Hey, could you do me a solid? While you're out here on that lawnmower, can you just take the pass and a half it takes to do up to the edge of my driveway?" I says, "The only thing I ask you is don't blow it on the Mustang. You know, blow the grass the other way." He did a nice job. Never saw him again.
That was that one solid they asked for.
Yeah, I didn't get 2.
That's the black guy?
Yeah.
That explains it. Florida newsletter or Florida consumer newsletter. Toll violation scam. Listen, I literally heard about this.
Oh, I got one in the mail for a road I was never on.
Yeah, that guy Mark Grobert that I'm friends with.
Yeah.
He came down here and he said, "Hey, how far are you from the toll?" And I was like,
20
God,
miles,
"A
30
long
miles.
way." He goes, "How far are you from this road?" And I don't remember the road. I said, "A long way." He said, "Because I just got a thing that said that I didn't pay my toll."
Right, they camera your car now and send you a
Yeah.
bill in the mail.
And he's in California. And he was in a rental, right?
Yeah, right. How do they know that's you, right?
And he said, "So was I on that road?" I said, "No, Mark, you wouldn't have even been near that road."
Yeah, nowhere near a toll road.
I said, "You hit 27 straight out." So, I mean, no, you weren't on that road.
You know the Skyway Bridge in Tampa? You have to pay to go over that. You do. My wife has gone
I think
over it
so.
when she goes to one of the VAs over that way.
Yeah, I think so.
And she said that she has to pay to go over this bridge. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you got to be kidding me.
And then there's a very busy bridge.
Oh, yeah.
At least that one didn't fall down.
Right. Well, the
Yeah.
reason it's built like that is because somebody did crash into the original one with a barge and almost took the whole bridge out.
Well, if you get a thing that says you owe money from the
You can dispute them, and they'll take it away.
it's a scam. It's not real.
Yeah,
It's a scam. And what they do is they follow the rental cars, typically the rental cars.
Oh yeah, because they have their own GPS built in.
Well, and they have the what is it? That tag that read the tag reader or the scanner when they go under some tolls,
right.
so they know about where you're at. So they send you this thing. It says whether you've driven through a toll recently or not, you might have gotten a text saying that you owe money for unpaid tolls. It's most likely a scam. Scammers are pretending to be tolling agencies from coast to coast and sending texts demanding money. And if you need to know more, you can go to sunpass.com. They'll tell you about it, but it's important because they did it to Mark Grobert, and he's in California. He was down here just for a couple days, and all of a sudden he's like, "Man, he goes, I'm not paying that shit." I'm like, "Don't pay it."
What are they gonna do? Take away your birthday?
And there's a lot of junk mails that are going around the spam text.
Well, I've gotten a few of those too.
Well, listen, if it's in your spam folder, don't open it.
I know. It's like everybody's so damn curious. You know, curiosity killed the cat.
And
Once you open it, you're screwed.
have you heard about the received unexpected package scan?
No.
Well, what they're doing. Well, I'll read it to you, but I'll tell you what they're doing in plain language in a minute. What could be better than opening the mailbox in your front door or opening your front door and finding an unexpected package? Free gifts seems like fun.
Sure.
Well, it's not free gifts.
Once you open it,
It's-
you've accepted
Well,
it.
it's typically quote luxury items like rings, beauty products, and even Bluetooth speakers. This is sometimes called brushing scam. So called because it's brushing up or increasing the scammer's sales. How does it work? Well, scammers are sellers of knockoff merchandise. Find your address on other personal information online. They send you goods you've never ordered and use your information to write fake online reviews about their products in your name, which helps boost their sales.
Oh, good God.
Who cares if they write fake reviews in your name? You might say. Well, if you get a package you didn't order, it means someone likely has your personal information, and undoing that potential harm from your identity theft could cost you a lot of time and money. I've had my identity stolen. That's why my name stops at my middle name on Facebook, because I've had my identity stolen, and you almost have to kill someone to get your credit rating back, and even then,
Oh, yeah.
you don't.
It's still questionable in the credit bureau.
No matter right, no matter what. Jeez, there's a scam alert for QR codes. Never scan a QR code unless it's on our thingy. If it's on ours, you can scan that one. That's just to donate to the beer fund. I mean the squirrel feeder fund.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be going around scanning shit just because you see a QR code, because they can get into your phone.
Well, speaking of the beer fund, what did you think of that land
I
shark
liked
beer?
it when it was ice cold.
Yeah, it's nothing I'd want to drink a case
No,
of.
it
but
doesn't have
wasn't
enough
bad.
flavor for me.
Yeah, it was very mellow, but it wasn't terrible.
No, it wasn't terrible. I like my beer
Out of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
3.
I said more of a 6 because it was drinkable, but it had its faults.
It was drinkable if you've been out working in the yard all day and you just want something really quick to cool you, because you got to drink it quick.
Right.
You don't want to guzzle it because it's not good enough to guzzle.
Right.
But if you don't guzzle it, then it tastes like someone let a skunk go pee in it.
Right. Skunk fist beer after it gets a little
As soon as
bit warm.
and it was still ice cold. So I drank that last one last night, and Tony came out here. I said, "Do you want this?" She goes, "It's so tempting." I said, "Well, you better get it now if you want one."
The last one going
Because
down.
because in a few minutes it's not going to taste any good. See, that's what I told her. I'm like, it gets nasty. Yeah, it was a good beer. It tasted good. I mean,
It was our Thursday taste test done early.
yeah, it would be all right. It was called what? Land Shark.
Land shark, yeah. It's got a cool tap handle.
Yeah, and they called it a Margaritaville
Brewery from
Brew.
Wisconsin.
No, it was from St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, I knew it was one of them states.
Yeah. There are popular consumer resources targets. This is to I think I'm getting a cat today. An adult one. God. She
Oh, the white one walked right 2 feet from me yesterday, stopped, looked at me, walked about 5 more steps, laid down, rolled around in the sand, and meowed at me a few times,
Yeah.
moved a few more feet, rolled some more, meowed at me again. And you're right, it's a boy. It's got a set of
he's got a set of tats on him, boy.
got cat nuts. Be good on a stick, deep fried.
Deep fried, yeah. I like skin on a stick, not nuts on a stick. What was I gonna say? I don't know. It was
We're talking
important.
about scams.
I got rid of that.
Okay, scams are out.
Oh, this cat.
Oh, yes.
There's a 90-year-old. It looks like a Maine Coon.
90-year-old.
It's a 90-year-old man has this year-old cat. The 90-year-old man is going into hospice.
Oh.
So then that touched Tony. So Tony's like, "Well, I'm walking in, right? First of all, do not surprise me with shit when I'm sober. I take trauma a lot easier with the buzz.
Right, you're less susceptible to violence.
Right. I'm very much more friendlier with a buzz than I am with on just coffee. So I'm going in there to get my third cup of, my Mickey Mouse or my M&M coffee, which is almost a gallon.
Yeah,
It's a big ass cup.
that's a nice mug.
I like it.
And I love M&M.
Yeah, me too. I like to put M&Ms in my coffee with bourbon.
I like to put them in my ice cream.
Yeah, me too. Oh, and I ate a whole thing of butter pecan the other night, a whole pint by myself.
Oh,
Sitting
my.
here, a whole pint. Anyway,
No calories in that.
none at all.
If you finish the box, no calories. If you only eat half,
And
ungodly calories.
I have to tell you, I have never given any shits about calories.
No,
Nope, because I always worked out constantly when I was in the military.
true.
So I could have eaten 6 gallons of fucking ice cream. You can bet your ass and
And
Reem for
lost
taking
weight
that
the
shit
next
off.
day.
I was running that shit off the next day. It didn't matter. We're gonna go for a little hike. Yay!
Yeah, about 15 miles with an 80-pound pack.
Really? And it was anyway. It's a real pretty cat, but I'm worried that it might.
I don't know how your dog's going to take to an adult.
I know that's what. But we're gonna find out, I guess,
Well.
today.
He probably can't catch it.
No, that's true. But the cat can go catch him. Though that's the problem. Well, when
Cats are more
I
passive aggressive.
was talking to Tom yesterday. I heard Jethro bark
Oh, I did too. I was like,
yesterday
wow.
morning.
Yeah,
Before you,
the maniac's freaking going nuts.
I lost Jethro. So he was at your house.
I saw him shitting in my lawn.
Okay, good. Because I walked out, I thought he was barking at Tom because Tom's out here working on some chairs. He was restoring some metal chairs.
Oh yeah.
Of course he was. That's a working guy.
I mean, if he can't come up with something to work on, I think he'll go pick it out of the garbage to go get something to work on.
He's got to have something to go. So anyway, he's out there, and I go, "Hey, have you seen my dog?" And he goes, "Well, nope." I said, "Well, okay, I lost him." Well, he didn't. He said, "Well, he didn't go far or fast." No, he didn't.
Yeah, he's not a getaway expert. You know?
He's not.
You rob a bank, don't expect him to be your getaway driver.
6 or 8 years ago, he'd have got your ass. But now, no, he won't even. That's what. But I heard he bark. I thought maybe he was barking at Tim because as soon as I heard the bark, I heard Tim say something. And Tim will usually just yell "Jethro Hutch" or something because he knows his name, or not Tim, but Tom. We'll say, we'll just yell, "Hey, oh Hutch, Jethro." You know me, Jethro, and stuff like that. So that's kind of funny. But that was my dog. That was my dog story. Who he has a problem with gas. He's been farting.
Oh, good Lord.
Nothing in the world worse than a dog fart.
Oh, and they're so sneaky.
Yeah, they are. Oh, and
They'll just do a drive-by on you.
when he was a little boy, when he was just a baby, he was staring out the screen door, and my floor was linoleum. And it had to be his first fart because you could hear it. It was like, and he jumped up and looked around and looked around and looked around.
Where'd that come from?
It freaked him out. But I'm telling you, if you pass gas around him, he loses his shit. He doesn't
gets all
like
offended.
it. He looks at you like you just kicked him. It's the weirdest thing. But I talked to the vet about it one time, and he said, "Well, he's a hound dog. He's got a very sensitive nose." I'm like, "Yeah, he shits."
You don't mind shitting on my lawn.
I watched him walk over to the cat shit in the middle of the yard and go, "Oh, look, candy."
Yeah.
So now
And then wants to come back and lick your face.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't. Yeah, that's why he does. That's why I'm very picky.
Oh, it kills me. These people who let their dog lick them right on the lips and stuff. It's like, you know where his tongue has been. But they claim that they have a certain
I
metabolism.
don't give a fuck what they
There's
claim.
no
He just licked his
germs.
ass.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
two of those?
If you kiss my ass one time, I'm never kissing you again.
Well, no, you can kiss my ass and I'll kiss you still. I'm not I can't talk about it. We'd have to go to locals for that chat.
Yeah, that's one of those borderlines.
Yeah. Here in a minute, I
Yeah,
would like.
my friend said to me, "How all these restrictions you keep telling me about on your show?" He says, "Did they send you a list or something?" And I says, "No, because they changed basically daily."
Yeah.
He says, "How do you know what all the do's and don'ts are?" I says, "Well, they send a little red flag. When you break it, you found out what the new law is."
Yeah, you better know what you better not say again.
There's a new sheriff in town, and it wasn't you.
And here in a minute, we're gonna do a unboxing with Toolman Tim.
Excitement.
Excitement. Hey man, it's
Let it build. You know, you got to give them a lead in.
man, it's
It's the coolest, inexpensive toy
that you're gonna get.
that I'm going to get for the next 5 years, probably.
I mean, and inexpensive is right,
That's what amazed me. It's such a good little toy. We'll call it a toy until the unboxing.
Yeah.
And it just amazed me that it was so inexpensive. I was like, wow,
It was
worth twice that.
It was so inexpensive. I bought one for myself, and I liked it so much. And I called Tim over here and said, "Hey, look at this toy." And Tim said, "This is awesome." And I thought, well, damn it, he can have one too. And the reason that it's important is we have all these orange groves, and we're trying to sell you these wood chips,
Smoker chip.
for smokers, for you people that are real men that don't use pellets to smoke things. But for you real men that use real wood, we've got you.
Yeah, this is a perfect tool for the job.
Yeah, it really is, because it's like, and you saw it go through that orange tree, man.
Nice and lightweight, and incredibly powerful.
By the way, we'll show it to you when we do the unboxing. We're not ready to do that. We're building up. That's the teaser, or what they call it in the porn world. That's the fluffer. If you don't know what a fluffer is, well, then
watch some more porn.
You haven't watched enough porn. Yes. I think Ron Jeremy died.
Yeah, I think he did too.
Yeah, he was not doing.
He was
good.
a little fat, ugly dude.
Troll looking big.
God, but he got all kinds of notoriety.
He got all kinds of down to my knee notoriety.
Well, you don't always have to be good looking to get what you want. Sometimes you get what you need. Another quote from a song.
I've never understood the porn industry. First of all, I don't want to watch some dude screwing some chick.
Right.
That does nothing for me.
I want to be that dude.
Right. And I can't fantasize about being that dude when I can't do it, because that just makes me feel gay.
Right. It's like, I want to be him. No, that's not right.
No, I don't want to be him.
I'd like to do her. Now that's a normal response.
Absolutely. Only with her permission and guidance.
But when you're admiring the guy,
yeah,
going,
for his skill. I'm like, wait a minute, dude, homie, easy. Scooch over a little bit there.
Yeah, get out of the screenshot.
Yeah, and so, and that's like, I used to be very, I was all about the gay movement when Hustler started posting all these lesbians and stuff in there.
Oh yeah, I like the.
And then the Me Too movement, or not the Me Too, then the LGBT movement came out, and I saw what lesbians really look like, and I'm like, oh my god.
The only ones that stand up and fight are the ones that nobody would screw anyway. The beautiful ones don't even get noticed.
It seems to me that the Penthouse and Hustler have lied to me my whole life, because I have not yet seen those two beautiful lesbians kissing anywhere. And I lived in Austin.
You know, they're always looking around, make sure.
Austin had Topless Tuesday or whatever it was, because it's not illegal for women to go topless in Austin. So they decided,
right down the street.
Right down the street. So they decided they would just only do it one day a year for a thing. So I go down there and look, and I'm going, well,
it's like the parade in Key West. Right?
Yeah,
once a year. That's enough.
Yeah, that's enough. The Fantasy Fest parade. Yeah. Just once enough. Once is enough. We got enough crazy going on as it is. So anyway, I go down there and I'm watching this, and I'm going, you know what? This looks like a bunch of construction workers that took their shirt off walking down the street. It looks like a bunch of fat guys with man tits and short hair walking down the street. I'm like, this is not what I expected at all.
Right.
I expected Heather Locklear walking down.
Really? It's like, come on, really?
I did not expect Chaz Bono walking down the street.
Yeah, if you're gonna run around naked, at least look the part, you know. Come on.
Have some self-respect.
The girls got to be free too.
Yeah, but gosh, don't let Chaz Bono be your representation. Jeez, Christ.
Poor Sonny's rolling in his grave.
I don't know, man. He married that weirdo. No, she was never hot. I don't care what you say. She was never hot.
I think she's got a certain sex appeal about her. I don't think she's gorgeous by any means.
Yeah, in the 70s she did.
It's just something about her I just kind of like.
Yeah, because she was skinny with big tits.
No, she didn't. She has fake tits.
I don't care how fake they are. They're still hers. She bought them.
Back in the Sonny and Cher days, she was pretty much flat chested.
Yeah, she really was.
And they used to bust ass about it on their little Sonny and Cher show. Well, I remember when they got divorced, they were still on TV. And,
Yeah.
oh my God, you'd think it was a national catastrophe.
Yeah,
The whole country was upset. Oh my God, Sonny and Cher get divorced.
yeah.
It's like, really, who gives a fuck?
Well, wait till should I say? Wait till Taylor Swift breaks up with Kelsey because he lost his Super Bowl. But I think it's time for am I gonna get in trouble for saying this?
I don't know.
I think it's I think what you're gonna see next is Taylor Swift, because she's such a liberal. She's going mud shark. She's going mud shark.
There you go. That's well put.
That was nice. I didn't.
Yeah, you stayed neutral.
I didn't offend anyone.
Damn it.
Anyone that, unless you know what a mud shark is.
Well, we could kind of put a mark on the board.
Nothing. We could definitely put a mark.
We'll
on
give
the
it
board.
a sideways hash mark on that one.
Yeah, because most people don't know what a mud shark is.
Right.
I can elaborate.
No, that's good. We haven't got that red line up on the top of the screen.
No,
yet
we're doing
today.
all right so far. We're doing all right so
Most
far.
people start out green. We start out already halfway there. Ours is pink.
But look at that, though. That's what's important.
Ah, yes.
For now, it is anyway.
For now.
Keep
Keep on going up.
So how do you like that construction guy back there? So these guys did a great job, except for they cut our cable line, which Tim tripped. The first time I ever seen my neighbor Tim scared to death was when he cut the cable.
Yeah.
He tripped over it. His wife said, "Do not trip on the cable."
Yeah, as I'm standing right in front of it, and it's a bright orange cable, and they had cobbed it together. And she goes, "Whatever you do, I'm going on a Uber run. Do not touch that cable, because if I come back and my internet and TV are down, I'm going to be upset." Well, she gets in the car, and no sooner does she back out of the driveway, I turn around to go back in the house, and what do? I kick the cord. Man, you never seen a guy scrambling so quick to find his repair kits. And man, I had to fix it like 3 times because I was so nervous I didn't fix it right the first 2.
And it was so funny because I'm like, "Oh, good, they fixed it." And I'm sitting over here, and
then, oops, it's out again.
And I'm like, "Well," I said, "Well, Tony, our computer's out again," and she gets pissed. Look, Tim's wife gets mad, but my wife gets mad because she's usually working on something. She's like really pissed. And then I said, "We got it back. Oh, it's off again. We got it back. Oh, it's off again."
And I'm out there going,
"God damn it." Then I go out front, and Tim's like, and I never seen him sweat like that in my life. And he literally, you can see the terror in his eyes. He's like, "I don't know, man. I tripped on it, and I can't, And you got to understand, he's got problems with his feet. So Tim can trip on. I'll tell you, Tim can trip on anything. My wife told me that
she trip on a toothpick.
My wife told me that she thought it would be smart because we're going to start allowing guests out here. She said that we should just put these pebbles all on the floor and then pour that epoxy on top.
Oh, I'd fall down.
I said, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I said, "That's a trip waiting to happen."
Yeah, it is.
I said, "My legs don't work. Your legs are kind of screwy." And shit, Tony can walk and fall down on a straight floor. And she goes, "No, but it won't slide around." I said, "Yeah, but they're not even."
Right.
No, if you want to do something.
I can't walk across the front lawn, which is a beach now, thanks to this little coordinated effort.
Yeah, it was jackasses.
They didn't save one stitch of the sod.
No, they didn't.
Tore it up, threw it away. I mean, not that it was good sod by any means,
but it was green.
It was green. And I hate mowing the lawn, so in a way, I kind of don't mind it.
Yeah, but it does make us look shitty in the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah, we look like the slum of the street.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I kind of do.
Well,
Tony does. Tony does, man.
Well, it does bother me enough where I almost, for the last week, have gone out there with a steel rake and smoothed it.
Oh, have you?
Figuring if the weeds grow back in, which they're starting to, it at least would be flat.
I could, oh, yeah, that's smart, actually. I could, now you just got to, I could get my electric wire and put it all around the outside and keep them cats out of it. It'd be really fun to watch at night.
On the cameras.
Yeah. Meow, meow. I bought that thing 12 years ago and never plugged it in. Never had to because I had an old one and I put it up for Jethro with that
Oh, like invisible
with that
fence.
bell and wire. And yeah, except for it was I didn't bury it. I just read it.
Right.
He touched it once and that was it. So now you can just go and lay that shit. He can watch me use some of that wire, like I put that clothesline up.
Right.
He won't even walk that way. He's like, because he
you lay an
knows.
extension cord across the sidewalk, you won't go down the
Oh,
sidewalk.
it freaks him out, man. It drives him because it hits him. He's crazy. He's a good dog, though. He's smart.
You ain't seen crazy till you seen my wife's kitten. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, she's pretty. She's weird looking. I like your cat better. I like Pickles better than.
I figured out what's wrong mentally with that cat. When it was a brandy new kitten, no bigger than a beer can, it got underneath her recliner part of the couch. It's a power recliner deal.
Yeah.
And she didn't know the cat was under there, and she went to put it down, and the cat got pinned in the work somehow, and was freaking its ass out. She thought she killed the cat because it was like day 2 of having the thing.
Right.
So she quick reverses it and it moves slow, and the cat comes scooting out of there finally. And just recently I said to her, I think that's what gave that cat brain damage. He crushed its head.
Yeah, well,
stunted its growth. I know that.
It's a really cute cat though.
Yeah.
You can
It's just dumber than a box of rocks.
You can call us if you want to. I can't say we'll answer, but you can call us if you want to. We'll talk about life in the fast lane. You slowly lose your mind
all day long.
Life in the fast lane. Was that Glenn Fry or was that Don Henley? Life in the fast lane. That sounds like Glenn Fry. It sounds
yeah, I think
because Don Henley was Boys of Summer.
Right.
Tom Petty's guitarist wrote that song. He didn't write, and that's not true. He wrote the music.
Ah.
And he took that song to Tom Petty said, guitar riffs are wrong for us. It doesn't sound good. So Tom Petty called his guitar and said, hey, Don Henley's looking for a new song. Pitch it to him. Here's his number. To have friends like that. You know what I mean? So he calls Don Henley and he goes, hey, I got this song. Don Henley says, okay, I'll be over in an hour. He comes over and he plays the song. He said, Don Henley puts his head down and listens. Looks up and says, okay, thanks. And got up and left. And he's like, well, fuck, I guess he didn't like the song. And he came back, or he said about an hour later, his phone rings and Don Henley goes, I just wrote the best song that I think I've ever written in my life. And the guy says, let me hear it. He goes, nope, can't let you hear it, but we'll be using that song, the music.
Your music, right?
Because we'll be using your music and you'll be noted on it and you'll get paid for it. The guy's like, woohoo! Because
cool beans.
the band members don't make what the lead singer makes. Right. You know what I mean?
He thought it was a lost cause at that point.
Oh, sure. And he said, then it came out at Boys of Summer, and he said the only thing that he changed was he asked him to change one riff to make it go up because the song went down in one of the pitches.
Right.
On the riffs, Don Henley said, make it go up, and I can make this work. So, I mean, and that's an 80s anthem.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was an 80s.
Yeah, that was played 10 billion times on the radio in 1 week.
Did you know that Summer of '69 was about sex? It has nothing to do with the year 1969.
I knew that.
And it was an answer to another song that was a Summer of Love song. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, there's Frog back sitting on the filter.
Yep.
Eating all your snails.
Well, they're already dead. Yeah, hopefully he is eating. He's probably eating my minnows.
It does seem less populated.
It does, doesn't it? The way you can't tell because none of my snails are dead.
Yeah, the sides are getting a little jitty.
Yeah, I need to clean it.
Yeah, get the toilet brush, a little Perexo in there. That'll certainly slow the fish population.
The first time that I ever built a fish tank, like the pond back here, I didn't have any decent filtration. I just had a shitty filtration in it. And it turned green like a pool.
Right.
I probably had $200 worth of koi in it. So I took a cup of bleach, just like you would a pool.
Right.
Toss it in there.
Now you got $200 of dead koi.
I mean, floated quicker than you could say boozam. I mean, that shit was, the fish were like, ah! Yeah.
There's the guy doing the idea.
What's that? Oh, Rick,
Breaking it
yeah.
flat.
Well, he could have done that before he left.
Yeah. Oh man, that guy, he was like, it was bitching hot.
It was hot too.
And he's out there just raking. And when he swept my driveway, it's 2 cars wide.
Right.
He swept it from one side all the way across to the other. Now, wouldn't you think the smart thing would be start in the middle and sweep each half towards its own side? Because neither, the center's all sand. The other side was fairly sand because she cuts the edge of their driveway off with her tires.
Yeah.
And just sweep it into the grass over there. Who gives a shit?
Well, I have to say, you can clearly tell that he's Hispanic, and I'm just shocked. He doesn't know what he's doing.
He was paid by the hour. That's
well,
why
not only
the
that.
hard way.
Not only that, he probably didn't know what he was doing with the rake because typically leaf blowers are their thing.
Yeah.
That's when they were doing those riots in L.A. last week.
Yeah.
I said, look at all these fucking Mexicans and not one leaf blower or weed eater in the whole fucking thing. I mean, I'm not even too sure they were authentic.
They're wannabes.
One of the greatest things about those the protests when they're protesting the immigration is that at least they're kind enough to wave the flag to let Tom Holman know where to send them back to.
Right?
Mexico.
I'm from Peru.
Brazil. They're holding up like, okay, that's right. Then okay, you're going to Mexico.
Like, right, we know where to send you.
We don't even have to do background checks. We already know where they're going.
Yeah. Why don't you just get your own boarding pass, you stupid son of a bitch?
Okay, and then the guy in Venezuela says, hey, if their country don't want to take them, we got prisons. Matter of fact, you want to put your prisons in here? We'll take your prisons too. We'll take your prisons.
Those 5 cannibals from Africa said send us 5 a week. We don't care who they are.
They don't mind 5 a week. They can handle 5 a week.
Yeah. There's only 5 of them.
The only thing
one guy eats for a week.
The only thing that I don't like about this whole immigration thing is people being sent back to Haiti. Because Haiti has been taken over by a regime, and the guy literally goes by the name Barbecue.
Oh, Christ.
And he literally cooks people.
Oh, lovely.
He literally in Haiti. And so I'm kind of on the fence about the Haiti. Now I'm going to admit, I'm going to go full disclosure. I have a lot of Haitian friends. I have a lot of Dominican friends. I have a lot of Puerto Rican friends. We can send the Puerto Ricans to Haiti.
I don't know one person of any of those ethnicities.
We can send the Puerto Ricans to Haiti, even though they're technically Americans. We can keep the Dominicans. They will keep the population of the Haitians down.
Oh man, you're thinking way into
well, you gotta think, man. You gotta
look at the big picture, not just what's in front of your face.
The Haitians kind of rile up a little bit. The Dominicans will take care of them. And
yeah, you rarely see a Mexican guy with a black girl or vice versa because they don't like each other.
The Dominicans hate the Haitians, and the Haitians hate. I've had to fight in my living room almost. I had to stop them both and go, look, y'all are all my friends here.
This is my house. Don't do it here.
And not to mention, we will shoot you. And the girl I was with at the time, racist bitch. I mean,
gee, I'm sure that was a stretch for you to get used to.
It was hard. Pigeon-toed racist bitch that rode horses and shit all day long.
Oh my.
Big girl, manly, absolutely beautiful until you started talking to her. But I wasn't there for romance.
Isn't it funny what you'll do for a piece of
ass?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess we could say that.
She was fun to hang around, dude. Honestly, she wasn't much to look at, but she was so much fun because you could get in so much trouble with her. And we would back then. Bennigan's was still open. It's like the Bevo Brady's of today, but yesteryear.
Okay.
They had all the antique shit on the wall. It kind of looked like my wall over there with all the antique tools that I will sell you if you want one.
I gave him to you.
I know.
He's trying to sell me my own junk.
I tried to sell him these chairs twice.
Yeah, no kidding. Like, hey, I'll make you a hell of a deal on these chairs. I just gave them to you last week.
I told him I built this shelf. I was selling the shelf, and he goes, "It's a nice looking shelf. It's good because I found it in the trash next door when that guy was moving." But it is a nice shelf.
Yeah, it works.
It's a nice, and he painted it like a spice color.
Wonder whatever happened to the Spice Girls. Speaking of spice,
Well,
apparently broke up.
Yeah, they did, and one
probably
of them-
over money or
yeah, or they
selfish agreement.
or they suck.
Well, yeah, that would have been a first thing. They were popular.
Probably with 12-year-olds like Taylor Swift.
Yeah, well, she's a flash in the pan too.
I don't think so. She's been flashing for 15, 20 years now.
Seriously,
Yeah, man.
Grace. I thought she was like 20.
No, she's already probably close to her 40s.
Oh my gosh.
At
Well,
least.
she looks like a little kid.
Oh God, she looks rough. She looks like the mama from Jurassic Park.
That was a neat movie because it was totally different than anything we'd ever seen.
Taylor Swift's first hit song was Tim McGraw in 2006.
Wow.
That was her first hit song.
I kind of remember hearing this.
Yeah, I ain't gonna play it, but
Oh yeah, she's there. She definitely looked younger there.
Yeah.
You're right. Huh.
So what was 2006? That was 20 years ago.
20 years ago, yeah. 19
years ago. So yeah, that ain't no flash in the pan, dude.
No, I guess I am
20
correct.
20 years is of a career is where you retire.
Yeah, football, you're out.
Really, well, football, you're out in what, 8? Isn't
Yeah,
it usually?
yeah, to have a 40-year-old football player is like
Yeah.
a rarity.
Yeah.
It's like Brady. He worked for a lot of years as a super duper quarterback, and everybody thought he was going to get washed up, and he kept it rolling right to the last day.
I don't.
I mean, you got to be getting paid a lot of money to get a divorce over.
Again.
You're either going to quit or I'm leaving your ass. And he had a beautiful wife and kids, and he's like, "Well, I want that extra 60 million, so you're out, bitch."
I don't think it was the money. I think it was the fame and the enjoyment of the game.
Yeah, because he's certainly self absorbed.
My
I got a word for that. I can't think of it.
Narcissist.
Yeah, that's it.
My mother asked my dad. She said, "I need you to step down. You're 52 years old. It's time for you to retire. Your health is not all that great." And my dad said, "There's still heads to roll." And he was like, and
I still got a couple plots out in the desert. I haven't
yeah,
used.
like, there's still,
They already dug the holes. You know, come on.
it wasn't the money for Dad. It was the power.
Mhm.
It's the same thing with these congressmen, these politicians.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the money. It's this. They don't want to. And Dad didn't want to let it go. He loved the idea of just going in there and saying,
Do you know who I am?
snapping his fingers, and then can change somebody's life in 5 minutes. And
Right.
most of the time, it was for the better, for the worker.
Right.
But then
Well, you get on the wrong side of someone like that, though, and it
It-
can
it-
ruin your life just as quick as
just
you can make
a
it.
lot faster in a bad way. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because I mean, I remember getting phone calls and he would say, "I need you to go talk to somebody."
Yeah, you stay away from those conversations, right?
Yeah, and he would call me and say, "I need you to go talk to somebody. Get Chris," and I'd get one of my friends and we'd go have a conversation with him and just, I mean,
Shit changed right from that moment on.
it's almost like when your dad's a union official and you're a nut, he will take advantage of that,
Oh, hell yeah.
and
He was a smart man.
he'd be like, "Oh, my son, they don't have to pay him or nothing."
Right. He'll do it just for the fun of it.
The thing my dad always said was never take a weapon, never take a gun, never take nothing. Just go up there by yourself, be friendly, be dressed nice, and go talk to him.
And intimidate the shit out of him.
Intimidate the shit out of him. Yeah. And we did it. And we did it. But every once in a while, we'd go back and he'd be like, "What are y'all doing this weekend?" And I'm like, "Oh, nothing. Why don't y'all go over there, open that third gate, and have you guys a kegger? I'll buy everything, get you set up, stay out of the barn."
Don't fuck with my cows.
Stay out of the barn. That's why I had to go to that one gate. He was always fucked up. That's that one gate. That's that gate that was far away. But you know what he was good about was he would send some of his friends in, and they took everybody's keys.
Oh,
If you pulled up, he took the keys out of every. You could not leave. Once you there, you were there all night. Whether you slept on the grass, whether you slept in your car, he didn't care.
you weren't driving it,
But
though.
he was not going to wear that lawsuit.
Smart man.
Yep. He said you can come here and party your ass off.
Yeah, get wild in the field, but don't get wild on the street.
I don't know where the beer came from. You're not supposed to be here. I do not authorize it. You can get your keys in the morning at the house.
Yeah. There'll be a bowl out front.
Yeah, because there was no way, and it was the smartest thing to do. But
Mhm.
because kids,
Oh yeah, I was one of them dumbasses that just get all freaked up at a party and decide, oh, we need another case of beer. Take my 440 Charger and make a 20-mile run in a minute and 45 seconds.
And oddly enough, no one ever gave him any trouble about that.
Okay. Like you knew how to handle things.
The secret, I don't know if they still do it, but high school, where I went to high school, we had a construction class.
Mhm.
And they needed money to support that construction class. So my dad and my Uncle Pete get together and they said, hey, we will donate, because it's a tax write-off,
Right, we'll give you 10 grand or whatever.
to this construction class. And you guys are going to have to build a house. Uncle Pete needs a new house. So why don't y'all build that house? I've already got the plans drawn up. So that'll be the house y'all build this year for 10 grand. Uncle Pete got that whole big old, probably 4,000 square foot house built by high schoolers.
Coincidentally, I was involved in a union official's house building, and his name happened to be Pete, except he went to jail for 10 to 12 years.
If Uncle Pete hadn't have died, I was named after Uncle Pete. They used to call me Repeat. And if I was named after Uncle Pete, if Uncle Pete would have lived, he would have been in prison too. He was dirty, but he was a master mason.
There you go.
I don't mean laying bricks. I mean the secret society.
That's a mysterious group.
Yes,
they
they
have
are.
a cool mystique about them.
Yes, they are.
And it's like, you almost don't even dare talk about it because you don't want to draw attention to the fact that you looked at them. It's like, don't look. What you don't know, you don't see, you don't know.
Or that you got a ring.
Right?
Yeah, it's
These like you days, don't go to Walmart with your KKK hood on. You know that kind of feeling.
Yeah. Well, used to be back in the day, you could get arrested back in the day and go like that,
right?
And flash that ag ring.
You're out.
The cops typically would know who judges you were going to go to, and they would know if you're going to that judge. They would say, "Yeah, let's step away.
We'll just turn the other way."
Yeah, and the judges, but the Masons aren't what they used to be.
No, just like
I don't think that they've. Almost all of my family, everybody that's ever been in my family, has been a Mason. It's a birthright. It's just something that we've all been, and I don't. They keep saying that they're anti-Catholic. I know many of Masons that are Catholic.
Times change.
Yeah. Well, because the Catholics tried to kill the Templars, and it dates back to the Templars.
Oh yeah, they've been around for 1,000 years probably.
But that's where the Masons come from. That's where it all stems from.
Well, they find those symbols and those digs and stuff from all kinds of years and years and years back.
Mm-hmm.
Archaeologists, that's the word I'm looking for. Oh, my wife's online to do fast food delivery.
Oh, bring home that money, honey.
Motion detected. She must be leaving the house.
Bring home that money, honey. If you need food delivered, we have the lady to deliver it for you.
That's right.
She will deliver it.
Deliver it in a fancy little car.
In a fancy little car and very fast. She expects a nice tip.
Absolutely. Daddy needs new shoes. Mama wants her pedicure. That kind of thing.
I don't. You know what?
I couldn't do that either.
Well, no. I'm telling you right now. All right.
I don't like people touching my feet.
I happen to think that your wife is very pretty, but
Well, that makes two of us.
I can only imagine though her feet looking like CB feet.
No, she actually doesn't have bad looking feet.
It's just I know, but she was a CB.
I'm the weirdest guy.
She was a
about
Navy
feet.
builder, for God's sakes. I mean,
Yeah.
I know, but that's where my head goes.
Yeah.
I'm thinking because
She
I know.
gets her toes all painted up pretty. And,
I know. Well, Tony used to do that too, but then I told her to stop.
Yeah, I want my $25 back.
These are Koreans. Well, because it was making her toes infected.
Mm.
And this was supposed to be the one that you were supposed to go to that had all the proper shit.
Oh, good shit, right?
They got people now. They got these things now. These fish that eat your feet.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
I can go. Well, go out here to the lake and drop your ass. Now, here, you might lose some feet.
Yeah. Those piranhas will
But
get you.
it ain't the piranhas, it's the gators. But then you have a whole career in amputee porn.
There you go.
And OnlyFans is full of that shit. You know, everybody's got a kink. Thank God they do, because that's how I supplement my income.
It's actually, I wasn't home during all this construction. I didn't see the building of this.
He did a good job, man.
Yeah, I'm sitting here watching and I'm thinking to myself, they're doing that exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a certain pitch you have to have in the pipe, and they're setting them up on blocks to get it just right.
I'm friends with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers guy. He's friends with Sean, my legal guy, potentially criminal.
Right.
And I was playing this video the other night while watching Sean.
Mm-hmm.
So Sean played this too, just for shits and giggles. And Ag goes, "Holy shit, man, you guys did a great job." I said, "Yeah, Tim does that, man. Tim don't fuck around." That's why we call him Tool Man Tim. But yeah, he said that's how we do it.
Right.
So yeah, they did a real good job.
Yeah, look, they got the transit out and they're taking levels.
Yeah, I was just absolutely shocked.
Yeah, they're doing
I
it.
expected because Marvin was paying them,
Well, for the $10K it costs, you might better do it right, and you have to be inspected. So
that's not all that much for all they did.
True.
I mean, honestly, because there was,
Yeah, they had to tear one full tank out and dispose of it.
which they shouldn't have.
Right. I don't know how they got away with that.
I told him, I said, "Are you sure? Because then one of them could be an overflow." He's like, "You're not going to need it when we're done." I'm like, "Okay."
Well, I'd say it does work well. Well, the other one worked good for 20 years,
Yeah, every 3 months.
Actually, it was less than that because when Marvin's husband was alive, he had redone the sand filter field, and he had the front lawn all tore up, but he went and bought cheap shit sod, which upset my wife because she said, if you buy us a pallet of decent sod, I'll put it in for you. She bought her thing. She meant me.
Well, I don't know. Get her a Bobcat, she'll do some shit.
Yeah, but she wanted me to do it.
Yeah.
Volunteered.
She's going to be a heavy machine operator.
She is, yeah.
Yeah.
She drove a semi with a low boy, and she could load her own excavator right out.
Yeah, because I know CBs. I mean, I know a lot of CBs, and they don't. Our green screen's over there.
Oh, cool.
And we have a green screen. We're fixing to go high tech on you crackers.
Oh yeah, we could be sitting on the beach if the picture was there.
Well, you can do this too. Hold on a minute. Let me try something.
Well, with that AI, it's kind of the same idea.
Well, kind of. Hold on. That's us right there. The thing ain't looking at it. Oh, look at that! Wow, my God!
Oh, there's Tim.
There's Tim.
That's how I started my
career
by just waving over Tony's shoulder.
That is true. And at some point, he would like to start getting paid for it.
Still waiting for that royalty check.
Any kind of check.
Even a
a tip.
A
What are them?
tip. Hey, there I am. Oh.
Yeah, see, it's better now. See, the blue screen. It's supposed to get away. It's supposed to get away with all that. It's supposed to get rid of all that shit. I'm
So
trying to.
we can make that actually behind us, and then we could make it move and change, and that's what we assume. We haven't played with it yet.
Right.
I'll be curious to see how it works because I thought it would be like a projection, but I don't think it is.
No, it's not.
It's weird.
Just like that. It's exactly like that.
Huh.
What I do is I can take any picture that I want.
That's the best view of us I've ever seen.
It's one. It's
Two shoulders.
It's definitely one of the best.
God, I look fat.
You are fat.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
Put the freaking septic truck back in there.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
I'm 5 pounds heavier on screen. Oh, look, we got a different background.
Yeah, that didn't work too good. It's too busy. No, you got to open this package, man. Hold on. I'm working on it. Jesus Christ. There you go. I can't wait to go cut shit with that saw. But I gotta today. The pressure washer thing is. I gotta
Finish out your projects.
That thing should be done. Because I washed both sides of the rug.
Oh, cool.
That should be done. That rug is done. That rug turned out nice.
It did. I thought I had to roll that up and burned it, but once you cleaned it up, it looks like new again.
And then I've got one in there to do. We're taking all of our pictures, the thumbnails that I made for our shows. We're going to frame those and put them up out here.
Oh, neat.
Because Tony wants it to be more of our studio.
Studio-esque.
Yeah. And
I'll bring a neon.
Bring it. She needs help. I might need your help in the next 2 days because her mattress is coming.
Oh.
And
my friend Jesse bought one of those on TV advertised ones. The mattress comes in a box of
and goes boof.
About 12 by 12 and 6.5 feet long. And it says in the directions, you open it up and lay it out, say, on top of your bed for a day and let it fluff itself up and stuff. She said within 45 minutes, the thing was like, poof.
Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen with hers. I think that's basically what she got because they're delivering it.
Right.
But you remember how heavy that black mattress is for our day bed?
Futon thing?
Yeah. So we got to get that back in there. And it's not set up because I've got shit all over it.
That's easy. Just shovel it off to the other side of the room.
I got to keep that shit clean now. It's a mess in there because I moved all this shit in there. I moved all the partially empty liquor bottles in there because I was like, oh man, this pressure washer is going to knock them and break them. And there's a whole shot of Jack Daniels in that one. And I'm not letting that go.
Come on, priority. That real nice Christmas bottle of bourbon, is that still alive? Or did you finish that?
Oh, the wild turkey?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That I gave you that nice little shot glass.
Yeah, it's in there.
Celebrating.
Yeah, it's still alive. Yeah, it's still alive.
That's a special occasion. Like when we hit a certain mark, a number of people.
Yeah.
We drank a toast to it.
It's 101
Thanksgiving toast we had.
It's 101 proof. I don't know if I can talk.
And it burns blue. And it burns blue.
Yes, it does. We proved that. I don't know if I can talk Toolman Tim's wife into it, but my wife wants to do a taste test of apple pie moonshine with his wife one morning.
Sure, we could trick her into it.
It's only a shot. That might just be enough to piss your wife off.
No, she doesn't get violent with alcohol.
She gets violent without it.
Lie to yourself, don't lie to me, right?
I don't know. I only get violent with beer. The only time I ever got really mean is when I ran out and nobody was here to take me to the store.
No, that would do it. I'm
like, man, holy crap. And then I remembered I had some cheap vodka. I was like, oh, all right then.
Oh, backup plan.
Just add a little bit of lemon juice to it and you're fine.
Whiskey used to make me violent. I swore off it at about 24 or 5 years old.
And now you just drink tea at my house.
And I just drink a few teas here and there.
I moved the camera. You know, the camera was getting hot when they were doing this. The camera, my phone. This is off my phone. It literally stopped.
Oh yeah, they'll overheat and shut right off.
I was absolutely shocked because I'm like, shit. So I had to move it inside, and they moved anyway. I mean, Tim that's operating the tractor moved anyway.
Yeah, I just photoshopped
See,
it in there.
Tim is the one that is decided that he's going to start bullshitting. I've been doing this shit for years.
Well, I'm gonna make a hobby of it.
I will talk shit to anybody.
If you listen, we'll talk.
I told a guy a story
Is
about
that a new comment up there
no,
in the blue?
no, that's me.
Oh.
That's our phone number. I told a guy one time about a UFO that I saw at a bar, and I think it was the VFW. And I kept going on, and he kept believing me, and I kept going on, and he kept believing me.
Well, people are suckers for UFO.
And I kept going, and I was talking, and I'm telling you, this conversation went 3 hours. And I bet you, if you drove over there right now and saw, he was a little short. He's a little Marine, a little grunt, Vietnam grunt, but he was just believing everything I was saying, and I'm going. And then the alien came and probed me, and he's like, "I've heard that they do that, man." I'm like, well, I didn't know it, so I think that I've got one of them. I said, if you know that you can, in the feeling in my tooth, sometimes I can hear the radio. Lucille Ball had that. Lucille Ball had that. And I'm like, I'm telling you, man.
Oh, I remember that episode. She'd open her mouth, and there'd be like the news.
Yeah.
And in the news today.
Yeah. It was like the
You're like,
Lucille
what the
Ball
hell's
had
going
that.
on?
Well, and she really promoted that in real life, that was her shit.
Yeah, that would be a riot.
So it was funny because I'm like, but I'll go, and I will not stop until finally you go, wait a minute. Wait a motherfucking minute.
You stretched a little far this time.
I will do it to people just for shits and giggles. And
So you got to see the inside of the ship. It's a beautiful shade of blue.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to go check the
weather. Make sure that it's going to be okay for me to pressure watch that doohickey thing.
Yeah, I'll check the weather.
Hey, they're putting, some got those plastic things that they use, those plastic.
Oh, the covers?
Yeah, someone's selling those things for $1,000 a piece.
All they are is freaking perforated driveway pipes cut in half. You know,
Well, some guy's got 4 of them and he wants $4,000 for them.
Yeah. Sounds like something you do.
It really does, doesn't it?
Yeah. You got a whole marketing career to.
If I thought that I could sell those pressure washers for what they're worth, I'd go buy 2 or 3 more of them. My luck, someone smart ass, some fucking piece of trash Facebook troll would probably say, "Hey, they're only $100 if you go around. They'll deliver them." No shit, that'd be my luck.
Oh, good Lord.
I'd have to take them to the redneck towns and go, "Hey, buy this one." There's something.
I think it's special.
Yeah, that was special. We spray painted them camouflage.
And we're going to drop a business card in the box for you, too, just as a memento of our appreciation.
We are giving away a backpack that lights up as soon as we talk to Marissa.
How about we do it the first person that flags on and sends us 2 beers?
No.
No?
Oh, it's $100 backpack.
Oh, well.
You got to earn that shit.
All right, make it 4 beers.
So we gotta figure out how to make it work first. It comes with the instructions. It's Bluetooth. It lights up with all of the superhero eyes. It's for you to be seen on your motorcycle.
Yeah, you can put like cat eyes in it.
Yeah, cat eyes. It does have cat eyes. It has
alien eyes.
Alien eyes. It has those eyes that Deadpool, which is a funny movie. The original Dead. Did you ever see it?
Probably not.
It was so funny. Oh my God, Ryan Reynolds was in it. It was so fucking funny.
You know, he's funny in movies.
He's funny in movies. He's funny. He's I think he's a piece of shit dirtbag in real life, but he's a funny guy. I think he's a funny guy.
His commercial for his phone is very deceiving. It's like,
is it?
Yeah, because for $15 a month. Well, it never used to have the very fine print that said that's an introductory offer for 3 months. Then it goes up to the regular $80
Does it
everybody
really?
else is at.
But guess what? I
Just
use
my
track
wife
phone. It's
checked into
$15 a month.
There you go.
And my wife uses track phone, and if I hadn't put the wrong SIM card in mine, it would work. My wife uses the exact same service, and she's got hers works fine. I'm just a fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
I had 2 phone numbers saved that were important to me.
And you lost them both.
No, that's why I put that card in there. Now I've got to figure it out. I've got to figure it out. And I've got to get a charger.
Well, for the amount of time you use your phone, it's probably not that important to you.
No, but I do like to be able to have it when I leave.
Right.
Because the radio is down here. You can't get any reception on radio hardly down here.
No.
Because everything's flat, and then it's hilly, and then it's flat, and then it's hilly, then it's hilly and flat.
Hilly and flat.
And when hilly and flat is no way to go. No, and you know what? People say it has been brought to my attention that people think that they don't like it when we play music in the middle of our shows. But you know what you don't have?
Commercials.
You don't have commercials. You know what you don't have? You don't have.
But
some
you
guy,
can buy one from us.
Yeah.
And we'll put it in there.
But you know, but
only
even
in
then,
the intro, though.
on the intro, we'll do a mid-roll and an end-roll, but we're not going to fill our shit up with commercials.
Right. Nobody wants to watch commercials.
Nobody. But Jesus Christ, me and Tim got to take a piss at some point. We're drinking. It's called beer for breakfast. Both of us are on heart pills, for God's sakes. We got to pee.
That's true. It's a
Good
medical thing.
gracious. I don't think it'll let me do this. I want to try something, but it won't. I know it's not going to let me.
Some more experimental computer work.
That's
a cool picture.
Yeah, hold on. I don't know if this is right or not. I don't think that's right. Hold on. Let's try this, see what it does.
The sun ain't up, but the boys alive. Tim's got a pool saw making sawdust fly. Ron's in the swamp shooting drones down. Says if they find my still, I'm going underground. Gotta pull one, pull up a seat. We talk wood, tools and red meat. Fishing lines tight, shotguns packed. The world's gone soft, we have each other's back. Beer for breakfast, start your day right. 2 good old boys bring the truth to the light. From sawdust flying to moonshine stills, we live it, we're to pay the bills.
Really good.
You could have paid $20 million.
Tim's building backs, running that crew, ain't a thing broke. He can't make new. Ron's off grid, living real free. Says the feds watching, but they ain't catching me. Beer for breakfast, start your day right. 2 good old boys bring the truth to the light. From sawdust flying to moonshine stills, we live it, we're to pay the bills.
Pay the bills, baby. Tip us.
So crack one open, the morning's here. With Tim and Ron, it's the show of the year. Talking nonsense, living life bold. And if you haven't noticed, Ron's a Facebook troll. Truck troll. So here for breakfast, start your day right. 2 good old boys bring the truth to the light. From sawdust flying to moonshine stills, we live it, we're here to pay the bills.
We're
to pay the bills.
Where's that picture?
That's my backyard.
Oh,
That's the Lake Placid snow.
where's the lake from?
Oh, I don't know. Somebody across there. They're by your Eagles.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah,
Oh, it's got to be the guy with the cars way across the canal.
gotta be, because if you'll watch,
Every once in a
if
while,
you'll
he
watch,
does
you'll
have
see
a
that.
white
Let me mute it so I don't have to listen to that shit again. But if you look, you'll see a car come. See him?
one. Oh, yeah.
Let me find it again. Right there.
Yeah.
That's a moth right there, but right there.
That's what sets off my damn motion on my camera.
I know those moths
Tonight.
don't play.
When it was real cold.
But right up here, that's a headlight right there.
Oh, yeah. When it was real cold, it was nice because the moths weren't out and the camera didn't beep all night long. everybody says, why do you have that if it irritates you? I says, well, what's the point of having a camera if you don't know when something's out there?
That's kind of the way I look at it.
I mean, if it's 1 a.m. and it does that chime
yeah,
2 in a row, one means a motion that could have been a car. Like when my wife goes out, it'll do a motion and it'll say person alert, person detected.
yeah,
And then when she gets in her car, it'll say that it's motion detected, and that means it's larger than a person because I have settings that I can decide what size. Like a dog won't set it off.
right.
But because the damn moths are so close, it sets it off regardless of what setting I have.
It's pretty. I like them. I got one that. If you really want to see what we can do, I've got a birdhouse that I'll sell, give away free too, and I've also got 2 tickets to Gatorama to give away. But you guys ain't getting that shit for free.
You just said free, and then you say not free.
Well, I mean, you ain't getting it easy. You
Make
gotta.
up your mind now. You sound like a freaking commercial for bullshit.
Well, I am a commercial for. Well, I mean, yeah, you get it for free. I'm not asking you to buy it. I mean, you got to call in and shit. I mean, you got to make an effort.
Earn it.
Yeah,
Not so much.
I'm not asking you to throw us a $10 tip or nothing, but it wouldn't fucking break your leg or nothing to do that. Let me see what this is. Hold on.
Yeah, it's only 22 cents a day.
Yeah, 22 cents a day to feed the homeless Jews in
Lake Placid backyard.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one we just listened to. There's I spent me and Tony were out here goofing off last night, and I don't think this is gonna let me hear it. I think this is the one that I really want. Yeah, it's not gonna let me. No. Maybe that one. It's fun to sit out here and write these songs and create the music.
Yeah, and you can do the same song in like 5 different types of music, so it sounds like totally different songs each time.
And most of the time I write.
He made one in country, then he had that rappy kind of sounding one. Then he made a rock one.
I don't know what this one is. I never know until I hear it. So far, I like it.
Yeah, that sounds more of a rock one.
The sun ain't up, but the boys are loud. Tim's got a power song making sawdust fly.
Hold on. Well, that one's faster.
In the swamp, shooting drones down. Says if they find my fill, I'm going underground. Grab a cold one, pull up a seat. We talk wood tools and red meat. Fishing lines tight, shotguns packed. The world's gone soft, we have each other's back. Here for breakfast.
I've got a special one. I'll find it. That ain't it, but he's actually in the back going, yeah, yeah. I'm like, give it some energy. He's like, okay, yeah. I'm like, okay, slow down on the energy.
Yeah, really. Lighten up now. You're
easy player.
It's morning. Give us a break here.
Okay, I mean, we got people going to breakfast here. I mean,
right there's where they tore my corner of the driveway off.
Yeah,
rat bastards.
Those rat bastards.
He asked me. He says, would you mind if I cut a foot off the driveway? And I'm thinking, well, they're going to saw it and make a nice clean cut. No, he took that fucking machine and just ripped the corner off. So now the whole corner's sunk. And I can barely fit my truck without being in sand, which irritates me.
Of course it does.
I was thinking about taking 2 or 3 bags of Sacrete and just pouring it right over the top of it.
Well, don't you? I got a wooden trowel. I'll let you rent that. That trowel up there is an antique. Hanging up.
Oh, yeah, there it is. I saw it over here.
Yeah, well, I had to.
And I was going to ask you, you're never going to use that. If you're not, I'll just put it in my
It's
trailer.
not meant to be used. It's an antique tool. You gave it to me and said, I have all these antique tools. So I hung them on my wall.
Well, yeah, but it's usable. You can see it's been used. It's still got concrete on it.
But I had that one time I had to throw it at Jetro because he wouldn't stop barking.
That's a pointy object to be throwing.
I know how to throw a knife, man. I maybe hit the blunt end. You know how to throw a knife? I'll teach you how to throw a knife. I take these sickles.
You ever see those butterfly knives where you
Oh,
flip
I
around?
love them. I love them.
I had
love
one
them.
of those. I cut my finger about 50 times
I did
before I
too at
mastered
first.
it.
Yeah, at first I did too.
And I
They're
don't know
illegal.
what I ever did with it.
They're illegal down here. You can still buy them.
Yeah, you can buy them, but you're
yeah.
not supposed to have them.
You can buy a cane with a sword in it too, but that's
Falls under the
if you would
concealed
like to
weapon.
buy a cane with a sword in it, go to fullcirclemerch.com and me and Tim will make it for you special. And if you want it really special, we will make you one really special. We can't talk about that on the YouTube.
I love mine.
And he didn't even get a good one. I gave you that one because that was the last one that I had.
Oh, I
And
love
you
it.
were walking fucked up, so
Oh, I needed it, man. It was saved my life for about 3 months.
and I was worried that it was too short for you.
Oh, it's perfect.
But I have one that I make, but it's very expensive because it has a Glock handle.
Oh, that would just draw a little attention at the grocery store.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And if
No Glocks were harmed in the making of this cane.
no, they weren't, because if you want to pay the big money, it actually fires.
Oh, that's just what I need.
Yeah, yeah. But that's when you have to
It's
use.
like your go to jail free card right there.
Well, that's exactly what it is. And you get stopped. You get stopped with the pistol grip ones. I've got a couple that are pistol grips, and they're just so expensive. I stopped making them because I have to go through the company to buy the pistol grip.
I was gonna say, you actually have to buy a real pistol,
Yeah.
right?
Well, yeah, but
Or you can just buy the grip part.
I can buy the
Like you can buy Packmeyer grips
Right.
for your weapon you already own, kind of thing.
well, yeah, but this is actually a here's a white cat. I can't talk about it on here. There goes the white cat.
Okay. Yeah.
Can't talk about it on here.
Let's not turn pink to red.
If you could, if you would like to just go to Full Circle Merch, we'll talk about your cane desires, needs, and wants.
There you go.
But I promise you,
For the right price in this world, anything is possible. That's a good way to put it.
the legalities are a different issue. What you do with something once I sell it to you is entirely up to you. I cannot.
Hang it on the wall if you want.
It's a piece of art, and if you decide to slip a couple rounds in it, then you just are.
That was your decision, not mine.
And
It did not come with ammo.
I suggest you do not. I suggest you do not do that
Right?
because that would be illegal.
It's like the disclaimer.
Right. Well, and I had a good disclaimer.
Well, you need to.
I know.
Your lawyer buddy told you so.
Well, Sean's gonna start promoting them.
Oh, good.
As soon as I can get him and his wife. I figured out why Sean is so fat.
Because he likes cheeseburgers.
Because he's lazy.
Well, yeah, that contributes.
I mean, because I don't understand. Because I'm like, you can make money off of this every night. Like, I asked him, let me create coins, Clyde coins, for his dog. And he goes, no, I don't feel right about it because I feel like I'm taking advantage of my audience. Every night he goes, are you going to do Clyde coins? He's like, no, I'm never going to do Clyde coins. I'm sorry, Ron. And I'm like, dude, I make coins for everybody. I'm the challenge coin guy. I make them for everybody. He's like, I just feel dirty. I'm like, no, fuck that. They're challenge coins. They're not.
Yeah, it's not like you're handing out freaking M16.
Just fucking let me do it. Promote it. I'll toss you $2 and I'll keep the 30. I mean, shit.
I don't see a problem there at all.
I'm like, you don't even have to come out of pocket. I'll pay for the whole fucking thing if you just promote it. All I want you to do is promote it, and I'll give you half.
There you go.
And he's like, I just don't feel right about it. And I'm like, man, you pussy. I should go ahead and order some and make some, but it's just not worth the investment for me.
Right.
If I make them,
You know, it's a risky investment. You don't know if something like that would go over or
no.
not.
Oh no, they would fly off this. No. People email me. Tell Sean to do it. Tell Sean to do it. Tell Sean to do it.
Really?
But I don't want to ruin a good friendship by doing something that he's against. You know.
Yeah.
And Sean has always been good to me. Potentially criminal on YouTube. He's always been good to me. He's come in handy when I've needed him. And if I ever need a good lawyer, if I ever for some unforgod reason go to some shithole called Ohio. No offense, Ohio.
Oh, we didn't have Ohio on a whiteboard.
No, Ohio should automatically. I don't think you could offend a shithole.
Hey, we could make the green screen a whiteboard with all the different.
Oh no, that's what we should do.
And then we can sit here with the computer and put a check mark each time we.
Check. You can be like
we checked off 1 through 6.
You could be like the media guy. Since I can't stand up, you could be like the media guy.
We'll get a pointer, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, we could use like a laser pointer.
Yeah, really.
It's like, okay,
Ron
number
pissed off
4.
Well,
Put a
today,
click right here, please.
today Ron pissed off this guy, and I'll be damned if he. It has been brought to my attention, as I said earlier, that I heard some people in Lake Placid, Florida's Facebook page hurt their feelings, and I want to honestly tell you that from the bottom of my heart,
It was not the whole intention.
go fuck yourself. That has nothing to do with Toolman Tim.
And now the weather is.
Tim would never ever say anything like that. Tim is a good-hearted, nice, honest gentleman. I'm a Marine, and I don't give a shit about your feelings.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Here's
no.
my daily weather. Here in Lake Placid, it's partly cloudy with sun at 70. In Binghamton, New York, it's full sun with a whopping 16 degrees.
Yeah, but it's a dry 16. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. While it's snowing, right? Okay, Seattle, it's dark still and 27 degrees.
Yeah, it would still be dark there, isn't it?
Yep, 3 hours behind us.
I wonder if your kidlets listen to our stupid show.
I don't know. My son might.
Well, how you doing, son?
Corey,
I've met your father. I'm sorry.
he saw your picture with your son.
I did.
Little bugger's growing
I
up
tried
fast.
to. Yeah, good looking kid. So apparently, he takes after his mother.
That's what I always said about my kids.
I always said.
And they're both smart. They didn't get that from me.
It's so funny. My son had my nose, but he had his mother's everything else. I mean, this kid.
He had a great rack.
No. Well, she didn't either. But I'm going to tell you now. You could. I've got a picture of him somewhere. You could literally count the muscles in his body.
Oh wow!
I mean, this kid. But his mother started her adult life out as an aerobics instructor.
Oh, she the one that.
Yeah.
She was pregnant because she gained 2 pounds or something.
No, she couldn't. She did 500 sit-ups every morning and every night.
Yeah. She couldn't hit 5 one day.
She couldn't hit 500, and she was something's wrong. She went to the doctor and said, "You're pregnant. Stop doing sit-ups."
Yeah, my wife dropped baby number 2 on me by going, "Guess what?" And I looked out the window. I said, "Shit, it's not raining."
She had that baby. Now Justin had to go to neonatal ICU. She was back to a size 2.
Ooh,
3 days later.
damn.
3 days later. That's how fit this bitch was. And so he's just like, all she did was work out. That was her thing.
It doesn't fall into your category of.
It's a long story. No, it doesn't. But it's hard to explain.
Preference changes.
No. Preferences didn't change, and she knew it.
Huh?
And she said to me she said to a waitress one time, she said, "I wish I could allow myself to get heavy set like you, because my husband would actually find me as attractive as he finds you attractive." And that lady said, "Did you just call me fat?" And then he was like, "It wasn't an insult." She goes, "Well, I took it that way." And I said, "No, check this out. It wasn't, because I would love to have a little bit of fun with you." And we stopped going to that restaurant because of that.
Well, yeah.
Because it made that waitress so mad. And we used to tip her like $20 a shot back in the 80s.
I'd be afraid my food would come out a little tainted after a while.
I don't think she would be all happy. And if she would have been poisoning Anita, not me.
True. And now you want to poison Anita.
No, I have no problem. No, she never gave me no shit.
She was too busy working out.
She never gave me no problem. When we split up, I said, "Look, here's what's going to have to happen. I'm going to have to cheat on you, or something's just going to have to give." And she said, "Yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling it either." I said, "I got a kid. Here's some money." And she said, "Okay, thanks." And it went pretty good. I mean, it was totally, absolutely no backbiting, no bullshit. I mean, ever.
I have a friend like that he gets along better with his ex than he did when he was married to her.
She had her things that she was into. She liked cops, and she is now she's a doctor for sports medicine.
Oh.
So, but
she's raking in some green.
She always did.
Stacking it, baby, stacking it.
She always did, and I think she's working for University of Florida. I'm not sure.
Damn.
She's working for one of the college teams here in Florida. I just don't know which one. But she's doing great. But of course, our son got killed. But you know that happens,
right?
You know that's something I don't dwell on. So right. I just kind of let that go.
Yeah, I don't ask,
and I let it go. So it's not a.
I stay in my lane when it comes to that.
Yeah, well, you know.
I figure you had to go through a traumatic experience. You don't need to relive it by telling shit to me. Well, those guys are moving right along at double speed.
Well, sort of speed.
Yeah, you said sped that up like 200 times the pace they were really moving.
Oh, I did earlier. Not now though. This is actual footage. I just needed somewhere to put my jacket. If it wasn't for the Hispanic guy there, nothing would have got done.
Yeah, if you ever pay any attention to that picture in the background, basically there's one guy working.
That Hispanic guy's working his ass off. One guy's on the tractor.
Looks like state workers. You know, you got 12 guys with shovels leaning on them.
And then you'll see three guys walk in the middle and start having a conference. And the poor guy in the back, the Hispanic guy's like, "Can I just get this? You're in the way." You can just tell. He's like,
"Move over." Have your conference in the truck where you belong.
Yeah, that's did you hear that? They kept saying on Facebook, you know, because everything on Facebook is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
On Facebook, they said, all you Trump people, go and enjoy picking your own oranges. Enjoy picking your own strawberries. So some guy and it might have been your friend.
Because of the immigration.
It might have been your friend that owns the orange grove. I don't know, but he came in and he said, listen.
No, he wouldn't say that.
Well, no, what he said was, hey, listen, we don't hire illegals. We hire people that the U.S. approves to come over here with visas. They get here on work visas because we have to give them a place to live. We have to cover them with insurance. We have to cover them with everything while they're here.
That would be him if it was him.
Yeah, and he said...
That's the kind of guy he is.
He said, we have to fly them here or get them transport here. They don't walk all the way from Texas to Florida to pick fucking oranges.
Right.
These are people that are here legally.
And just want to make a living.
And we are totally in support of that.
Yep.
Because God knows I do not want a bunch of wooka-wookas out there picking my oranges.
Oh, you see that big pile of dirt?
Yes, I do.
That's my driveway. My wife was bumming when she had to park the Mustang in the garage.
Oh, I bet she did.
Street.
But
and getting in the house was a pain in the ass because you had to walk like around trees and crap to get to the front door.
Well, he's like, I said, do you want us to move our car? He goes, no, you're fine. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, they ain't going under that gazebo thing or whatever you call it.
Pagoda, I don't know what the fuck that thing's called.
Yeah, they goddamn
pagoda. Pergola.
Yeah,
that thing that's got all the jasmine on it.
Well, when that blossoms, it is nice.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, it looks like you got weeds growing over the top.
Nothing says
kind of line, you know?
Nothing says, Tim, come get stung like a bee, like a bunch of jasmine hanging in your yard.
Well, I'm glad that shit didn't spread my way.
It's so expensive.
Yeah, you were saying your thing about
we were going to cut all of this shit down,
and then realize what it was, and you were going to buy that. You had the same fucking thing,
and it's extremely. It's like $40 a gallon tub.
Yeah, you'd have been pissed though when you ripped that all out, then put it up and the shit grew, and you're like, I just tore that out.
Oh, I would have been because
you'd have probably tore it out twice, thinking it was
now
the same shit
back. Now I just tore it out of spite. So do you want to? Are we going to cut down this this fucking thing? I say we level it.
Oh, this pile of palm crap in the middle?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Well, because, you know, we'll be cutting a lot of it from your side with my shit saw.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like it there anyway.
And I've got a whole fully charged battery. And it fits yours.
It would probably only take us 2 minutes. Rip that bitch down.
I know, but I can't start that project until I do my deck.
Well, you got to finish your. Don't do like a guy. No, he's got like 15 things going, never accomplishes anything. It's like
Yes, I'm that guy.
Why do you start?
I'm that
one?
guy. You don't have to talk. I'm right here, Tim. You don't have to talk to me like I'm not sitting right here.
Well, you usually don't have 15 projects going.
No, I usually do because I got like beans cooking.
Well, yeah, but like,
but not real projects, not manly shit.
Not like lawn things and
no. Oh
things
God, I gotta mow
take
this side of my yard. I've got to mow my side. I might go borrow your weed eater because it'll probably be easier. I can't believe no one calls me. If you could at least tell us that we suck.
Anything.
Tell us that we suck. Tell us if you want to marry us because we're such awesome dudes.
Yeah, we have female listeners.
They must know me then.
A lot of them, to be honest with you. I was really shocked when I came to that realization.
A lot of them are women?
Yeah, that surprised me. I figured we were a 35 and older men kind of show, and all my wife's girlfriends comment out of the blue about how funny our show is.
They like you.
Well, yeah, I'm just that kind of guy. Freaking missed the top 10 sexiest man list by one every year. I never get why I don't get to 10. Balding, elderly, fat man. I can't imagine. Oh, good Lord. What the hell time is it anyway? Feels like we've been on the air forever. Huh? Only an hour. Huh? No, 9 o'clock. That's quitting time. What the hell? No wonder I feel like I'm running out of things to think about. What to think about? I'm mainly thinking about beer. I hear an owl in the background. I haven't heard that owl in quite a while. I'm wondering if he is still around here. I haven't seen my eagles in about a day. I don't know where the hell they've run off to again.
I took it too.
Ah, I might have got rid of the eagles.
If Bruce Jenner
or Caitlin.
Well, if Bruce Jenner had had beer for breakfast instead of Wheaties, he'd still have a penis. I just came up with that.
That's good. Yeah, so something in the Wheaties, man. You got to be careful what you eat.
Mary Lou Retton was a little manly looking. She's cute though. She's dead.
Really?
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Damn.
It's
funny how people do that.
It's funny how it happens after they get the special shot.
Or they're 90 and you don't realize.
Mary Lou Retton wasn't 90.
No.
No. Mitch McConnell fell down the stairs yesterday. He left in a wheelchair.
Oh, good Lord.
And
headlines.
And some Democrat, I don't know his name. What was his name?
Well, at least he wasn't like that one president fell up the stairs.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Who was that? Carter was always.
No, that was Biden.
No, there was.
Oh, well, George Ford did. No, Biden fell up the stairs. So
Ford was the fumbly bumbly.
Yeah, he wasn't as bad as.
Well, shit, Biden didn't even know he fell.
And he kept falling. I mean, he was just like bam, bam, bam. Oh no! What are you?
I like when they always had to correct him which side of the stage to exit.
No, that's sad. Really.
He'd like turn around and walk like he'd have walked right off the front of the stage if they wouldn't have corrected him. That's the leader of the most powerful country in the world for 4 years.
Let me see. America, who's bugging you? That's us. All right, that's us. Right there on Twitter. Let's see here. That woman you were just looking at was Mark Cuban. Yeah, look at this. Hold on, I gotta get it to where I can share it, everybody. This guy is a politician that we actually pay. Mitch McConnell, the Republican, fell down the stairs. Damn it! And he's in a. They wheeled him in a wheelchair to go vote for something last night that he probably voted against because he's a commie little prick. But here you go. Tim hasn't seen this yet. Let me see what you're looking at here. No, let me make this bigger if I can.
Don't worry, no one on the Republican side in the House and Senate who control both the House and Senate is going to speak up.
What's that? Fucking pros.
And challenge us.
I didn't slow that down.
He just goes blank.
Yeah. Listen to him.
He just stopped.
Yeah, he froze.
But we need to protect Americans'
He
privacy.
had a stroke, dude. I'm telling you.
Did he have a stroke right then and there?
I think so.
Security.
I mean, I feel bad for the guy, except for he's a Democrat. He had it coming. But yeah, and he keeps on. He doesn't know to stop. Nobody bothers to say, "Hey, homie."
Like, hey, you got to get to the hospital.
Somebody
You need one of them shots.
No one says, "Hey, maybe we should check you out, Bubba."
Is
Well, they're probably going to ask her, let him die.
I know. Well,
for their retirement.
that's definitely he had a
Their
stroke.
retirement.
Yeah, that's
Savings.
kind of how when I had mine it was.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden I was just like,
For 28 million Americans, Social Security is the only.
He can't even figure out what he's
thing
trying to
that
say
they
anymore.
have. And that's why
I don't care if he's a Democrat or Republican. He's got a family. I feel bad for his family having to watch.
got some
protecting
scrambled eggs going on.
Yes,
there.
he does. It's sad. It's horrible. After Mitch McConnell falling, I hope he falls every day of his life and busts the rest of that fucking retarded noggin of his off. I don't like Mitch McConnell worth a shit. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it stopped itself. I'm sorry if people find me opinionated. And if you don't like it, you don't have to be here.
But that is our job.
That's my job. Your job is to stop me from being such an asshole. I mean, you do pretty good.
How's that working out for
You're
you?
not, you're not Job. You know, I mean, you're not a miracle worker either. You can only do so much.
Right. You got to work what you got to work with.
And you can't.
You're a work in progress.
You can't. I don't know the best way.
Can I put that on my resume now? I'm a work in progress fixer.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a silencer.
We're running like to 9:30 already.
No, we can stop anytime you want to.
I'm about ready. I'm thinking of not what to think about. I don't know what to say anymore. I'm kind of blanking out.
Well, good, because I got shit that I want to do. And,
all right.
And if I sit here and drink more beer all morning, I won't get none of it done, and I will get in trouble.
Yes.
And I won't like it. All right, I'm gonna play out our
goodbye,
our outro song. I want you to know that we love you. We mean it.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Enjoy the rest of your day. The sun's shining. The skies are blue.
And
we special ordered it just for you.
Don't do anyone that we wouldn't do.
Right.
And just because I said it on Facebook doesn't mean that I don't mean it. Doesn't mean that I mean it. If I hurt your feelings on Facebook,
oh well. Take it with a grain of salt. Be a big kid.
If I hurt your feelings, let's pretend that I'm gonna give a shit. And y'all have a good day, and we love you. Tim is a very good person. I'm not.
Drinking in the AM's a sin. Old Cracker's just hanging with his old friend.
Beer for breakfast.
what I said. Fearful breakfast, make it two. Pop that top, pop that top, pop that top again. Pop that top, pop that top, pop that top again. Again on. Pop that top. Again on. Sun pounding on your head. Bear, take care of that. Beerful breakfast, that's what I said. Beerful breakfast, make it two. Pop that top, that's what I said. Beerful breakfast, make it two. Pop that top again. Pop that top, pop that top, pop that top again. Again on. Pop that top. Again on. Beerful breakfast, that's what I said. Beerful breakfast, make it two. Beers bitching about enough. Incentive when that morning comes. Beer for breakfast. Amen.
The sun ain't up, but the boys alive. Tim's got a power saw making sawdust fly. Ron's in the swamp shooting drones down. Says if they find my still, I'm going underground. Grab a cool one, pull up a seat. We talk wood, tools and red meat. Fishing lines tight, shotguns packed. The world's gone soft, we have each other's back. Beer for breakfast, start your day right. Two good old boys bring the truth to the light. From sawdust flying to moonshine still. We live it, we're to pay the bills. Tim's building decks, running that crew. Ain't a thing broke, he can't make new. Ron's off grid, living real free. Says the feds watching, but they ain't catching me. Beer for breakfast, start your day right. Two good old boys bring the truth to the light. From sawdust flying to moonshine still. We live it, we're to pay the bills. So crack one open, the morning's here. With Tim and Ron, it's the show of the year. Talking nonsense, living life bold. And if you haven't noticed, Ron's a Facebook troll. Truck Tron. So, here for breakfast, start your day right. Two good old boys bring the truth to the